Your name is very fascinating. How do you pronounce it? Say it again.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin.
Like Kev in.
I think I got it. Kevin.
Kev in.
We will get it. Don't worry. Your name is very fascinating. How do you pronounce it? Say it again.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin.
Like Kev in.
I think I got it. Kevin.
Kev in.
We will get it. Don't worry. Your name is very fascinating. How do you pronounce it? Say it again.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin.
Like Kev in.
I think I got it. Kevin.
Kev in.
We will get it. Don't worry.
Yeah! 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 Tecnologia! 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 Tecnologia!
Kwatena mi mosjo wulu ekire ho eye methodist dan na ekire ho ne aseria because asem no e kan ne nya no kore eti de wo ye you should know say I know it better. Binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asem ne nya no kore akama ne nya no kore. Binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asem ne nya no kore akama ne nya no kore. Binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kore binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kore binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kore.
Emergency question to Basa, are you ready?
Yeah, you ready.
NPP, a party. N no ejina ho emaden. P no ejina ho maden. Na P na ejina account no ejina ho maden. Yes.
N no ejina ho ma. Police station is executive. P no ejina mo bi okoto aba. Another P no ejina mo bi a the all kind abano.
Crown.
Gigi.
Aho Brasseria FM 98.5.
O say N no ye dey.
Ejina ma party no executive no police station is executive. P no jina mo bi okoto aba. Another P no jina mo the all kind abano.
NPP no.
NPP.
Yes.
Demonstration. Convention party.
Demonstration.
Congress party.
Now, but demonstration. Demonstration.
People.
Now, but demonstration.
People party.
People party. And no NPP. Full meaning. Demonstration.
Yeah, demonstration say kokundo kwa.
Na demonstration say.
Yeah, me got demonstration dia say kokundo kwa.
Na
I say MPP no. People Convention party.
People Convention
party.
sir, arthritis. Hey, are baby.
Arthritis.
Yes.
We undress aditi.
Obi and a dross.
Aditi.
Atiti.
Obi
and a dross. Atiti. Now I don't know who.
Say, see da.
It's young.
As one no get coffee no, or no get pia and no arthritis. No, too much no.
Uno be pie. Na okase what arthritis are.
98.
Too much.
Na is the true much.
So no get pia. They be no get pia moko program. Where's Muja Playana was arthritis and too much in young Muslim. A man in a tire sadden. A man on tire sadden pa. Moko program now more. Beman Dicatrium no veteran was arthritis. Too much in the other was goofy.
Arthritis. Hey, are baby.
Arthritis.
Yes.
We undress aditi.
Obi and a dross.
Aditi.
Atiti. Obi and a dross. Atiti. Now I don't know who.
Say, see da.
It's young.
As one no get coffee no, or no get pia and no arthritis. Too much no.
Uno be pie. Na okase what arthritis are.
98.
Too much.
Na is the true much.
So no get pia. They be no get pia moko program. Where's Muja Playana was arthritis and too much in young Muslim. A man in a tire sadden. A man on tire sadden pa.
na mi mos jowulu ekire ho eye methodist dan na kire ho ne ya seria because asem no e kan ne nya no kore eti de wo ye ne you should know say I know it better. Minu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam asem ne nya no kore akama ne nya no kore. Minu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam asem ne nya no kore akama ne nya no kore. Minu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam asem ne nya no kore akama ne nya no kore. Minu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam asem ne nya no kore akama ne nya no kore.
Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated oporombium and amounting to sadomasochisms. Acrimony and chaos in our community. It was a contumelious stratagem by political jobbers to siphon monies. We suffer what we call political axivia neonantorum. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Today, we as a people are stating Voxe populi, voxe dei.
I said, sir, arthritis, yeah, baby.
Arthritis.
Yes.
We are dress at it.
Sir, arthritis, yeah, baby.
Arthritis.
Yes.
We are dress at it.
Sir, arthritis, yeah, baby.
Arthritis.
Yes.
We are dress at it.
Obi and a dross.
At
Atete.
Eh.
Obi and a dross. Atete. Now I don't know who.
Say, see the.
It's young.
As one no get coffee, no, or no get trouble, and you know, arthritis, and too much, you know.
On se nous à Xavier, ce n'est pas irer écouter bien, c'est sans patrouille là. C'est coucou jaya. On se nous à Xavier, ce n'est pas irer écouter bien, c'est sans patrouille là. C'est coucou jaya. On se nous à Xavier, ce n'est pas irer écouter bien, c'est sans patrouille là. C'est coucou jaya.
All right, good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu-Taylor. It's exactly 4:27 p.m. U.S. East Coast. It's definitely 8:27 in Ghana. Welcome to the most authoritative political talk show on the planet right now. We are live across the world. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. We are also live on TV. We are also streaming live on radio tonight. Tonight, you can listen to this show live on Loud Silence Radio. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. If you also have an Apple device, go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You get us live tonight across all platforms. We are also live on Facebook. Our official Facebook page is With Audio Respect page. With Audio Respect page. We are live also on YouTube. On YouTube, our official page, our name, is Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are streaming live on Multi TV tonight. On Multi TV, search for Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV. You get us live. I'll be right back after this short break. I'll be right back.
I said, sir, arthritis, yeah, baby.
Arthritis.
Yes.
We are dress at it.
All right, so yes, as I was saying, we are live across the world on Facebook, all the way in Asankrigwa, all the way in Ayeldo. We are watching. People are watching us live from Denu, my mom's hometown. We are also live in Ayeldo, my father's hometown. We are live across the world in the Ashanti region, Eastern region, Western region, in the Brongahafo region, around the nation, 16 regions in Ghana. We are live across the nation. This is the #1 political talk show. My name again is Kevin Akobedu-Taylor. My producers are called the Goats Team. They are on standby to guide me and feed me with all the facts as I do the Inchichimu or the breakdown of today's stories. Tonight, we'll be delving into the NPP party. We will be delving into the 5 aspirants. They have all submitted or filed their nomination to contest for the NPP flag bearership position. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Duchim has been also did his today, I think today. Brian Echampong, Kennedy Japan, and also the snitch Kobina Japan. All these political criminals have no shame. They want to come back and rule Ghana. We will delve into the matters. We will deal with them. Also, we have some social media stories to deal with tonight. Tonight, we'll be talking about the Ridge issue, the Ridge Hospital saga. The PRO spoke today on various radio stations and TV stations. We will be delving into her speeches or her statement to clarify some few things. She basically lied throughout her interviews. We will do that tonight. Also, we'll be talking about some thugs in the NPP. We have issues on John Dramani Mahama, the president of the Republic, far away in Asia. He has secured a deal. They're going to be building 10,000 hostels for students on campuses, I think on Legon campus. team, get me the story. I have the video. Get me the. Let's see. Okay, so 10,000 bed hostel for University of Ghana. We'll be talking about that. The president's out there trying to get lots and lots of things for Ghana. We'll be discussing something on GBC. The workers are on strike because the boss who wanted my TV closed. He has been accused of stealing, lies, and all that. We'll be reminding Ghanaians of that story too. We also have stories on so many things tonight. Kolebu Teaching Hospital, doctors have been warned of something. We will discuss that too. The system is packed. I'm trying to trim it down so that you have a clear understanding of what we're discussing tonight. Intuition me nyumbre amedi here Kevin Taylor me and amedi Jumadi hu chiame enyumbre Ghana ho nsem na ye ba beka nokre na ewum no ene ye de bekireo ye beka ye rage ye insensema esi nansen a ye health minister ye opinion ohwe apomdin so e Ghana etu nipa ku bi se omohwehwe nsem num no mfa meto na so ne ehu bibi ede nokre beta ebeto and nipa yeti omo ye investigative committee no omo ede omo asem aba abeto minister nim emba ye nyina ehu nokra ewo ye rage insensem num na ye PRO a owo rage sa represent ye the Greater Accra nurses, I think. So I'll get her position right. Also, because I end up a couple of media houses, Echo Kan Simbi, Chrese, Omo, Mumudie, no creno, yedi na Omo no creno. Everything there on fire no crebia, Injina Subia, Embechere, and also in Sema, Yebedimo, Ayadian, Tintimai na Yuhu, de Echo. Yabeka NPP nipa beye enum ena omakode krata akoto se eye frankatu brena abeda ho no omopese omutuma eye NPP na nipa enum no eye Baumia Kennedy Japan Community Japan eye country eye edichum ena obiti se Brian Champon sa nipa enum wei ena omakwaje pene se eye aba omobeto NPP mu no omopese omudi nkan na omudi Akronfo party we nim na omusaba biem ebebu nipetuo ebese yisikasem ebebu enimtia ebedi Ghana so yeduru ha yebechirechirem ama Ghana for ehu nokre no ama Ghana for so ehu de ekọ insem bebre da pono so eye President Mahama or Asia ende assembly atudwa efa hostels on person besi no University of Ghana campus so eno so yebedi hu nkomo abo video no achirechirem insem bebre wo ha yebedi hu nkomo ende nwumbre in St. Paul on in St. Pele, Kolebu, and so Assembly APO Ghana Broadcasting Corporation for a workers on Woho, Omunina, Atu, Omunum 2, say Omopenina, Odio Minimno, Sebio, Pinino, Jubedibia, Odino, and Sweni, Sebio, Chronobia, Enikata, share, Nomabia, Ecoso, and Sasha Siano, Omopese, a buying a unifree. Sa papa ya so imbribio kamasem na ende idruha yebedwum amagana for ehunu kreno. So many people are watching me tonight across the world. Lots of people who don't like me, which makes it very important for me because the more people who don't like you watch you, it means you are hitting the right spot. To good evening to MPP for nyina moha enyumre. Mo am working at the Japan camp. Imagine say make a setia ba Omia camp. Most am ba Omia camp. Imagine say make a setia e Kennedy Japan camp. Mo am brand champo camp. Imagine say me ba Omia Kennedy Japan hu fin na munya chance no. Most am work Kennedy Japan so camp. Imagine say make obi asem na me refi Kennedy Japan. Ene mo am educhum camp. Imagine mo say mo de mo nka hwenti mo befem akono. Mo nyina ma ba ha enyumre e betie say meka mo nyonko ho asem na modi aye campaigner ende munkofo ni nyina ye Gyimi-fo meka obia ho asem ama Ghana for ehu se MPP no eye Akronfo party enti sanity na oba aye se meka obi ho asem na nya wo de na obetwa fakode a ende beka wo so candidate ho asem se ne ebe ya ebe ye de ebe fefefe ebi se memeti hei emfa me ho eni nipa MPP be yi no be din kaka 42 years ansa na MPP be power. It does not matter who. And Nipa 5 and the Amakotri a krata say, Omo pese, Omo 2 franca, Omo 2 a year, a kaino, no mo be flag bearers no. Omo be new Sibio, Nihu a nika, and I said, who yam, Omunina, Omo bon chrono, Omunina, Nipebia, Momodada, Omo free for a buyer, Sanko Foya and support a year chrono, Sanko Foya and the Ria Isika, Omdi Japadia buyer, we more and a DDEP buyer, Sanko Foya and the Digalam Sebema. Kate Jimfua omde galamsey match ma wuntumi we mu an e galamsey reporter omkashe eyenkofo we ya enom kire Ghana say e-levy no omde beba nso omde baye we ma NSAD eyibaye betting tax emission tax we mu a foforo bi ambaye eyatro na no mutwa e da beduru ha intade foforo bi eniwa ebe yo bia wanwa se nipa foforo bi fibre bi na eba eye dada na we mu an ehwe omunim eto abati omo inti bi foforo bi eniwa we mu beba eba be kache Ghana fo a ye ne eba betie inti news foforo bi amba dada na Gyimi fo na yeduru wa madwam ama Ghana fo ehunu kre no na yakoye nim nipa bebre ehwe me so many people on Facebook, so many people on YouTube edien na ekoso amente ya nipa bi ekeka nsem a sansem no kra men TV Kevin Taylor team stay with me. I have one eye. I have one eye. Team, stay with me. All right, okay. All right, team. Thank you very much. Now, Facebook, we have been on air for 24 minutes. We have 5,268 people on Facebook watching us right now. On YouTube, on Facebook, we have on With All Due Respect page, Nipa 2,520 watching us right now. We don't care about the numbers because we control the airwaves. We have over 4.15 million people, eyeballs live on TV watching us across Africa. 4.1 million people watching us right now across Africa. Remember, Loud Silence TV is in 22 African countries, including Ghana. Until we go further, we have other affiliates cross-posting this show live, carrying our pieces on different platforms. So we control the airwaves. We don't have to fight over numbers because we are the numbers. Until I don't sit here and ask, I am Ghana CNN. I am the CNN of Ghana. You have to listen to the CNN of Ghana. So that's the fact. And then you bring Nipa Bebre Eshemi. Oh, Facebook so Bebre Eshemi. Oh, YouTube so and you bring on YouTube. And I can see Dong Isaac watching me tonight. Good evening, Dong, for being here tonight on YouTube. I can also see Chari Pokia watching me. Meshak Tete Coleman is live on YouTube this evening. Mr. Amorak watching me. Isaac Agochi is also live here this evening. B Bala One is watching me live on YouTube. Facebook, Elizabeth Sewa is live. Lambon Victor is live on Facebook. Meshak is live on YouTube. Mohammed is on YouTube. Shaibu Mohammed is on Facebook. YouTube Pete Bright is live on YouTube. I'm gonna call YouTube hi, much better. Ken Chili is live on YouTube tonight. Rhoda is live on YouTube tonight. Ike Laser is live on YouTube this evening. Noah is live here. Abigail, Kenneth, Angel Dezo is watching me. Tom Corte is live. Matilda is live. Facebook, Cine SNM is live on Facebook. Echo Too Fast. Francis Kaglo is watching me tonight. I can also see so many people. Thank you very much, guys. Names in the dorsum, and people keep writing, so it's moving too quickly for me to get your names. It's a new ocean waha nyami shraw. Na edian e kosi sisi amenti ya nipa bi ekekansem. Achisa enso ho ende achisa ase arthritis e kire se sebio oto atete ana odros atete. Achisa maka kire. Question e ba nya abotre. Minim se show that the whole cost and say weekend ye bekoso, but the show bekoso achisa me na me guide o minim se wabeng minim se wadwene adwuma minim se eba eye what do you know there the whole Ghana no obi antumi o na ayesa na question ba ayenya abotre achisa eye moderator no so eye Mr X me pa chaw minim se de bia onya achisa ho komo abotre sometimes ultimate can achisa anya abotre Mr Moderator it do sometimes the kakacha achisa me ma 10 seconds fa dwene ho ansa na wakasa Mr achisa or me camp and other guys also me camp into Mr mo because the question about sana ye nipa no owo bibi e friend no 80 answering temperament into on share ni abotra ye the answer question into na or sa yare na kakra ye friend answering temperament into say we nya no abotra obedwen so waka chen so ontwen enso ontwen into esremo into ana mo the question be mana mudi nkanka achisa kan 10 into waka question also on kan 10 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 answer na achisa ama answer no na so jagum say o achisa arthritis onimansa no but ebia we nya abutrenti na answer no ebia obeka no wrong into we achisa ye ne ye ka kire debate no and as a quiz master no the way I organize it and as on handle achisa amaye
achisa arthritis ya dey be
arthritis
yes
we andress atete
Obi and a dross.
Atete.
Obi and a dross atete. Now I don't know who.
Say, see da.
It's young.
As one no get coffee no, or no get trouble and then arthritis. And too much no.
Only Obi pie. Na okase what say arthritis ah.
98. And too much.
Na is any too much.
So no get pia. Maybe I no get Pimoko program. Where's Mujan Playana was arthritis and too much in young Muslim. A man gonna tell us, Adam. A man tells Adam pa. Moko program now more Beman Dicatim no veteran was arthritis.
Enti Quizmaster Mr. X. You do some time your candidate, you know, and I say your contestant, you know, achesano, or we be a friend of a answer temperament 80 entire nyabutre na kind 10 and stand our catcher say or answer question no now get but enye easy Ghana ho oh yeah presidential candidate also convince obia eti wasem nyina ase aso obia koto ma wo enye easy o and now from sa o anything Mr. P Mr. Today you guys were talking about Bawumia making an argument that they have 19% to cover Bawumia. Get me that piece if you can get me that piece. Besides, Bawumia saying that they have only 19% of deficit when it comes to election results. You know, I was say to me fighting almost clear 19%, and then the 50 plus 1. Now NDC Ghana no more winning elections. This is the level of laziness. You see, Bawumia is lazy, and people don't know he's lazy. It's who politics they said ye kabanku or you say easy until so beji bankutano. I know Jinancheno be kabanku. I know Jin so kotusa uneni kakple. Na so yi skills na so road fast. No yeah, I know him some maths and nyansa ka ho. Enti Bawumia no who politics in the election say I just say a comedy show kikebidi your deficit of 15%. 9% there. Yeah, had near 9 you win. Na no sa not politics I say. Enti nipa sa na edin say obema ni tissue say onon kon fan ko bathroom. Ojane na wi on pepa no to. Wan hwa ware. Enti ayana edin pa and nipa bebre Ghana also convince you and sana wetin win the presidency or Ghana and Sibia MPP for corner. It is going to look like a beche and some of our power. A beche papa. Now, there's something I noticed about MPP4. Oh, he said 9% because they have 42%. And about me, I say MPP4, Sisiano, me can't pay message inani. You're 42%. Or no, about me, and I dream no 42%. Abra what 38% do. Now I dream no 42%. You say MPP4, you 9% so pay. You do 51 plus 1. Bawumia Najuro form. And you see, he's the most easiest politician to deal with in modern day politics. Okachi MP before Magada or say almost 42%, Nitrimuno almost 42, or news almost 38. Nitrimuno Adia easy recorded or 38%, no. Osaka Chrom say or 42. Even some of the party members are saying it's almost 41%. But Waka Chops almost 42%. Into me here 9% pen account. No money 51%. Into Abano Omunkwan, you better about Obian to be entiomo. Obian Obianwa apati Bibiansi. Omunko for Omugu Kajim to say 9. Into Okacha and call for say, oh, you're 42 in there. Into Yanko for Yakobu a boom say 9. Election day near be or 9%. Omko to source pay wini. We Sadio Yarichemai. Sadie we you the better party say that it's by winning party. But you see, there's one funny thing. MPP before now, Omobesine Nana Omudi Bawumia, Educhum, Kennedy, Kobre Japan, any Brandy Champion, Chino. Sa ni panana Omudi Omochichi Sorokuno, the same group. I say Omujina, Manchia, Yagasa Manchia, Mamjum. Omujina Manchia, Omujina Junction Biso. Iti udrupe yagase educhum nebo wan na beko no peja densa na waje shirt 200 Ghana Bawumia na ba no we de waje sika kese mama 500 iti sango for na mu twisoro kudi Bawumia ba ye no the same group no mu twisoro kudi brand champ ba ye the same group no mu twisoro kudi educhum ba ye a business omo nyina gina mantwea e no mo twen candidate no enti so wo steady a utumi hu one person was 1 minute no ka ba omi Kennedy asem ade be chi the same moment na 2 minutes no ka aye ba omi asem
ba omi afa ade ne ba omi afa ti esom se wana o ma ha o mo bi yes ono nyansa woni team
panifo ya slamo ya pe obi o wakukubro ati se kana Japan ba begina what you say ye betimi ato abama no
because ya na nanu kura ka to se abosuman mi economy ansa eti ba ko na wakọ ne de a wa lusu ne de enya hwe o hwe akofo abreso ofo ko mi ansa no wi ni ye omi afa ade ne ba omi afa eti esom se wana o ma ha o mo bi yes ono nyansa woni team
panifo ya slamo ya pe obi o wakukubro ati se kana Japan ba begina what you say ye betimi ato abama no
because ya na nanu kura ka to se abosuman mi economy ansa eti ba ko na wakọ ne de a wa lusu ne de enya hwe o hwe akofo abreso ofo ko mi ansa no wi ni ye omi afa
me ka che mo say sai na wo hu no TV no Facebook ro we mu MPP o mo Gyimi o o mo gina mantwea MPP for no boys and girls no bo hu MPP Gyimi no o mo gina junction no so o mo so na pa mo twen hwan na e baba omia okay on dey say we wiska and dey beji 500 do na ye the shirt amom no ma hye no mo twisoro ku na wo betwa betwi ginging wo betwa betwi ginging obi baba wo ba ho to form fa ho to form ginging wo be no mo di akira no ma ba idomu wie na ba omia kwa no mo isa shirt no rasta man no asako gira junction no so why ba yes Brian ba oh on dey so ya nanta on dey befa Brian bedru a osia me na mo ska pa inje say Kennedy kware we Gyimi monji shirt no mo so age oh dey beje 650 no mo say dey ginging Brian no ananta no mo di Brian chi sa no ma ko wurum ginging Brian kware bo shirt no na say obasa begiro na isi hwan na we Kennedy hey ai asata ginging asata atasa no mo di atasa no me atasa so aba idoma no robo shirt no afi omo so mo twen o so country on dey kura city kakra o wi aso wi akese iti country ginje no ma country so 400 no me naba ye wi ase asibesi snitch kwabele Japan we so dey so konkonseni party bu konkonseni mama yanje dey say 450 32 Ghana no omo dia so 32 pesos and snitch ginje next no the snitch so aba it's a business. There's nothing unique about these people. Their inner monkey is still in there. You cannot take it away from them. I know my people. Many of them start here. Gyimi. And the same group. They are standing at mantralized. They are mantralized themselves. They have mantralized themselves. And I'm trying to a view of a banom and best call. And it's now Rastaman to be cast some way. 2 minutes now Rastaman as I can for.
Baomiafa, then Baomiafa. Yes, some no ma how moving. Yes, on Nyansa with the team.
Panifo ya slamo ya pe obi o wakukubro ati se kana Japan ba begina what you say ye betimi ato abama no
because ya na nanu kura ka to se abosuman mi economy ansa eti ba ko na wakọ ne de a wa lusu ne de enya hwe o hwe akofo abreso ofo ko mi ansa no wi ni ye
Rastaman on kan kuro dangerous there or a dangerous electrician for screwdriver eti normal Jawu ni nyame mane nyon no mo tumi gina ho Baomia ka kire se and Baomia ka kire MPP for say yenya 42% Baomia o tiwo Mahamudu Baomia egina stage and Mr. S, I'll be happy if you could can you get me the exact statement, the video, Mr. S, pull it for me. Ogina stage on Baomia on kan grow o twatro Mr. Baomia ye twa no tro na de ye twa ne be ma na tro gina ho Mr. Tro ene twa Baomia be ma I say one for no I omutwa Baomia bema no sika na di twa bema na atro ho tro incorporated omu ye in Egypt ya atro ho tro incorporated I made in a tro incorporated me say omu wanzam ka ne bema eba no sika na atro ho atro omu di ya no Baomia akwatwa tro oye campaign video ankasa ka kire Ghana for say onya 41 point de and the Wabegina stage catch up 42 Baomia ni on official page Baomia campaign.
In 2024, we came close to the goal, nearly 42%. Aka 9 pet. That's all that's left. 9% more to take this party back to power. We are on the path to victory. What in 2020?
Bawumia and Kano Kure. Or see nearly 42%. Nearly. In politics, +1 can win an election. 10. How many votes? And Atamels, may he so rest in peace. And to be the winning elections. Or that the MPP for because majority of the followers, Gyimi. We nearly got 42%. Hey, we nearly got 42. Answer na free 41 and do 42 no. Obia unya 38. Obia unya 38. Osa Jerome ni mukaje so nya 42. Emma wanga so your campaign message video. Akaje so nya 41 nearly 42. Why don't you tell them you got 41.97? Because in politics, in Ghana politics, +1 makes a difference. 10 votes can make a difference. So why do you just go there and lie? Huh? But minka bibia and omo ko ho no hwade na omo ye. Omo da ho to Ewurade kasa e na omo biri mo ho. Kwasi asem e na omo Gyimi na omo ko. Oh, the same format now. 442 now. Ongo for na bongo for omobo omo no. Bawumia ate a new thug team. You're from You're from DMB operations. Also a year Ekufuado Bano or the a year Delta Force the buy. In 2016, Ekufuado kofa mercenaries buy. He was desperate. And the Delta Force dinechi. In 2020, Enomu the Blue Army. And the Delta Force can honomu bo too. Do you remember? Into omu 2024 no. Omu lose election no. And akusia menumo ekofa Blue Army ni sa buy. So omu be to trust them. No mo be tata nkofo. Now, omu a change Blue Army ni din adana no DMB operations. The new saga about Umia campaign team no MPP almost setting it up in here. Because you see, Delta Force for no bebre edwane ko shabruchi. In fact, near to Chrome ha. Anna near to Chrome ha. Anna, I'm sorry. I'm talking to my team at the same time. They want some information. Team. Okay. Near to Chroma Delta Force obey video catcher and say, oh, MPP need the nya don't be the because a Juma MPP di omo ye no. Nipa omo mo ku omo ni nipa omo tata omo to me ra court. Judge or pimfo omo ko bo judge no kai Delta Force. The Delta Force for the baya babedru elections mu. I was West Wagon. Omo iso Delta Force for ni bi. It at a point Delta Force for ka say da bi. Mudi ayem kwase Juma dodo. And omo nyina dwane bebre dwane ye. And right now, no, Mahmoud Bawumia, say he needs to come in with a new set of thugs. Those people, no, they are going to come and cause a lot of mayhem, attack people. And what a new one called DMB operations. Omuna no mu book and the Japan supporters no. Omuna mu release your moi. Say who wo a MPP event asia. Time about Bawumia back and the Japan supporters be by some beti Bawumia kwasi asem no and almost started some buomo because that is right now he's desperate for power to the point whereby on one party for nankasa no obetumi edi omotwa he does not care. Enti so we study Bawumia, his level of desperation, power ohia. We will talk about the NPP itself and who Bawumia is. I'm just giving you an idea of what we will discuss today. The desperation and how or power so badly because the woman is so power drunk to the point to say Bawumia nya to me na obeja Bawumia. It is a would take the Japan group in the almost one with the Bawumia team no a yet thugs any acrom for Marco for MPP for into almost a question a yet Samira Bawumia say na Samira Bawumia no crow free ye ka tribal politics ye catch them say MPP na de ba amoji say boa. That is how they basically they gel. Say anya tribal a religious and the party has always thrived on atro any tribalism. It is always about asimesi free asimesi free and they are doing it to themselves not because something new. It is something they have been doing for years. It would say MPP for mana sebio omya Kennedy Japan mana. They are also very bold to stand in public to tell you say Bawumia yirin ye fulani, which is true. Bawumia yirin ye Ghanani, which is true. Bawumia yirin no sebio onye obia ebetuma trust no say or a blood born Ghanaian na obetuma boa Ghana, which is true. But are they supposed to make it public? No. But now they are making it public because that is what the party represents.
Just a grassroots or home. This year, I got to Bawumia. Mistake, this is 2024. My quadra, my cotton tomatoes, my baka. Bawumia, Mr. Lugo Giant, you wouldn't need just a journey in the home. And the next time we got to about, I was doing a draco, and only a better. That's our bone.
That is the NPP. But I'm not MPP for no. Sometimes, you know, Mr. P, Mr. S, should I just enter? Team, should I just enter? Let me just enter. And then let me enter the wagon. Then when I enter the wagon, I can also enter the second wagon. Team, I'm just taking permission from the team if they want me to turn the whole thing around. Team, can I enter the wagon now? And after I enter the wagon, we can enter the second wagon and drop inside the main ocean. I'm waiting for my team to give me the green light because the program has been arranged in such a way that, they've given me the green light to just go straight. Into this is the typical MPP you don't know. Into so what's steady? All their conversation is about way free, way your wine, sags, to trafo, you hear to me. Every time they are in opposition, it's either they kill or the only option is to say they will kill and win power. And you see, the best apprentice a trainee in our politics is Bawumia. And the ono akasa no ka kire Ghana for say ono we deep power sa 16 years. We deep power sa 16 years. Now so we di a year running mate and the vice president sa 16 years. Why at this point? And we're losing election with the biggest or the greatest margin in the history of politics in the world. We'll lose the election by 2 million votes. What will make you think, say, Ghana 4 will come together and say, Yasama to me? It is because of desperation. It is because, say, Obabi Duwechi. Now we're desperate for power. You become Koliko. And that is what we are witnessing. So the MPP, they have never campaigned on what we call things that will put us together. No, you can go all the way back. Time na J.A. Kufuor, ye papa Kufuor, epe power. Na J.J. Rawlings, what power? The last J.J. Rawlings part 2, obe free power. MPP for Shadako Togo, neighboring countries, Kofa Ma, Efri, Efa mortuaries, and now morgues. A ma free different kinds of morgues or Ghana, Etoto Pete Ghana. Creating the impression, say, J.J. Rawlings, Abayano E Kuma. Now, after they were done doing that, they sent the story out of Ghana to create the impression, say, this guy used to be in the military. He does not want to leave power in the coming elections. He has started killing women. Now, that is what the NPP did. And that was when they needed power. And J.J. Rawlings had not actually said anywhere on any platform, say, his second term, own free power. But you see, that is the NPP. That is how it was built. Their inner monkey is dangerous. So, who study free Kufuor timer? Timer na Kufuor power. Kufuor ba first one na Amfa. Second time na Openo. They were so desperate. They went to the point of putting this country on a platform. Everybody thought to say, and I'm talking about the world. They thought to say, J.J. Rawlings Soriano pa utreni paternity. Into every part, na mete dansuman, Sahara. I know what I'm talking about. Every single day, I'll be Soribiano. You see, you come about, but nobody was able to identify any of these women. Shockingly, J.A. Kufuor winning elections, we na sa emana omuwune peti omo Ghana nyina, it ceased in a day. And that is how diabolical, or that is how dangerous the NPP as a political party is. Into people like us, see, at Nanya say NPP is dangerous, and yet because of Akufo-Addo Nkwao. When you go back into history and you check Adia Omojina so Edia Pri to me, either say a direct and as indirect, they have always been diabolic from day one. From time Omuti UP, Ababesi, and the MPP, no. These people, either they find ways to do it behind the scenes, and when they get desperate, they do it for you to see. And that is what you are seeing today in Ghana, in our politics. Into Kufuor years na no di ehu ehye Ghana for dim etrim. And na osade edim bone eto abontene, because when they want the power, they will do anything to get that power. After Kufuor left, J.J. Rawlings left power, Kufuor by Kufuor koya Atamils by. We didn't see anything like that. Nyameto Nsafre Atamilsa, John Dramani Mahama take over. We didn't see anything like that. Now, the latter part of 2016, and you who say, now, Yakofa ni pebi every baby aba, omusua seni yekunipa. Senia ye chre, senia ye boni patu, ye tini pati, ye kunipa siye, aye from mercenaries. Sanko for neko for mobile no. Nanado danko Akufo-Addo no aye desperate for power, because that was his third term, and a third trial, or pay to me. Now I try one, I try two, now I try the third time. Remember, Sadia we Akufo-Addo nyana Bawumia edinechi esuya the footsteps. Itano because Bawumia is not a dangerous politician. I know we am straight. Yeah, Akufo-Addo, the biggest apprentice I qualify to walk in the footsteps of Akufo-Addo. Every single thing Akufo-Addo did is Bawumia. We see Akufo-Addo nanti echen ubia. So when Akufo-Addo in 2016 needed power so badly, they brought in mercenaries. They created another impression, say and that they need people to come and save lives. So Yebuse Akufo-Addo say, does he have a problem with him leading the biggest opposition party in Ghana? The mercenaries, Abaso Mumecha said ye botu, send ye bunipakum, send ye kunipasieno. Nana Akufo-Addo said there was nothing wrong with it. And the media basically protected Akufo-Addo's statement. The media projected it in a way na Ghana for NTSC. Fast forward, before 2016 elections, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo continue Peace FM catch Ghana for say, Imebununo, they should understand, say, there's something called Arab Spring. Now, Imebununo have to take matters into their hands and make sure, say, a brand tibia na owo Arab for Kroma, na nyomanko ya, o chajato hunumuno. It should serve as an example. It should be an inspiration to the youth of Ghana. So, to me, na ndani 2016, because Imebununo he's a politician and he knew who and what or the kind of people he was touching. Nana Danko Akufo-Addo politics such ya won in 1932 onya 44 onya kwara. He has read the intelligence of Ghanaians. He has gone through the political mail of Ghana. He knows baby a sharp and baby a smooth or baby a rough. So when the Akufo-Addo in 2016, just a week or two or few days to elections for him to go on radio at just a Peace FM to sit before Kwame Sefakai to use Arab Spring as his example to motivate the youth, then it means Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo knew what he was doing. It was either they win power or do what? The country goes down. Who was his apprentice? Mahamudu Bawumia was Akufo-Addo's apprentice. In the politics realm, Upobi or say, I am qualified to lead Ghana today. I am qualified to lead MPP today. It is because of the experience at which Sefri Akufo-Addo, he walked in the shoes of Akufo-Addo. It is our junior will say, Nana Akufo-Addo ko Bawumia is different. Then you are not matured to understand African politics and Ghana politics, and most importantly, politics of the NPP. Their inner monkey is dangerous. Their inner monkey is built on lies, and it is built on tribalism. Team, thank you very much. So nobody should underestimate Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Let me tell you something, and I'm showing you. When you see Bawumia's picture, Akufo-Addo is in there. He's in there, and you see, the NPP as a family, they have all supported the idea of the NPP. Kennedy Japan General Radio so catch the Ghana for say he said it plain language 1 to 7. Ojina ka say betumi twa Mahametia yentwa jantu ne mu. He said it on national television. Obi to say eye Brian Champon in 2024 Ojina State ka say power bo be jemo be kunipa. He will make sure they hold on to power. He led a group of thugs, criminals, and murderers, people who kill, to lead. He led them to Ayawaso West Wagon, and we all know the history behind it. We are talking about people who support bad intentions and ideologies. Obi to say Educhum, and Obi to say Kobne Japan. They have been there. They never spoke against the actions of Akufo-Addo, Brian Champon, the killing of people during elections. They have always supported. So the fingerprint and footprint or the blueprint of Akufo-Addo, these people you are seeing, these guys you are seeing, they are walking in the shadow of Akufo-Addo. None of them can stand on any platform and rebuke Akufo-Addo. None of them. Because it is what Akufo-Addo thought them as party young men who have grown to become old men today. That is the principle they are living by. They don't practice what they preach. They never do it. They never practice what they preach. If these people practice what they preach, Anka 2024, you will not get Brian Champon standing on stage and telling us, say, oh, you $1 million, Edema Bawumia say, on Fanda Danko for running a flag bearer. And konye, if Kennedy Japan say, on yet the same as Akufo-Addo and people are, you want to papa, and constant Kojina stage, and continue say, Yen Toma Bawumia. Educhum konya sa and somebody like Kobne Japan and Kaonya campaign manager Emma Bawumia. So these are the same people. You cannot take any of them out. It is about Bawumia unisano. I am showing you, I'm bringing you from behind. No matter who the NPP know what it represents and what you people are supposed to be scared of. Almost started some about 2028. The band will so much say Boni omudiye. Nipa omukuye, die si omaben mu no, aban we making sure say yachi omu nipa tum. Have you heard any of these people say that? No, because they support that action. Because it has been something they all agree on. Do you think any of these men can stand on any platform and say nipa na ebo mutuo wa Ayawaso West Wagon? The person who is involved or was in charge needs to face the law. Can they say that? No. Do you think any of these guys can say election killings, 2024 killings, who police for the soldier for be a Togo Ghana for no, the people who led this should be held accountable. Do you think any of these people can do that? No, they can't do it because they are all working in the shadows of NPP and Akufo-Addo. What I am seeing, it is a playbook of Akufo-Addo. It's the blueprint of Akufo-Addo. When you need power, be diabolic. It is not about the noise they are making. It is not about how they work, how they are trying to change themselves. And also, they are trying to copy John Mahama when he was in opposition. How Mahama does its things or did his things. How Mahama dresses. And people are reading from teleprompter. They think they can copy some things to lie to us. No. The NPP, when you're looking at that party, look at it from within. Don't look at it in playing. when you look at it as a flag, then you are making the biggest mistake. Look from within. When you look at the NPP from within, you will know that we are dealing with cluster of criminals and murderers who basically think about themselves and not the country as a whole. Because someone supported the ACA, you wouldn't get any of these people trying to tell you, say, now they want to be president. Why do they want to be president? Why do they want to be president? Because they see that they enjoyed it. Because the Akufo-Addo, he trained them. Especially Mahamudu Bawumia, he is the first apprentice of Akufo-Addo. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has witnessed every coup in Ghana. Do you know that? Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Oni J.A. Kufuor, they have witnessed every single coup. It Akufo-Addo o train obi in his own image. Now catch out say, I have basically I've trained this guy and I've told him to go out there and do what I did. Do you think the person will be different from Akufo-Addo? No. Akufo-Addo knows our low point as a nation. He knows what you can touch on for this country to blow up. He knows the things you can say to just lie to anybody. Nana Akufo-Addo is an experienced political tormentor. I need to say it that way because he has a way. You saw the way Nana Akufo-Addo infused himself in Kumi-Preku. Kumi-Preku demonstration, Akufo-Addo wasn't part of it. Nyawota Makruma organizing Kumi-Preku nokra. Hardly do you hear them mention their name. Nana Akufo-Addo is diabolic, he's sneaky. And he knows because he has been there. He was born 1944. In his end about me being an will say, I am well and I'm qualified in all these candidates to leader. He's telling you I am the Akufo-Addo. I am the first apprentice of Akufo-Addo. I have what it takes to kill. Because under Akufo-Addo, we saw people be murdered in Mamprusi, in Kusasi, in Boko as a whole. And Mahamudu Bawumia was mute. Why? Because that is the 101 philosophy of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Kill and keep quiet. And he said, I won't be Jinaka will say, Anna Bawumia Jinaka will say, you, me, when we are qualified. He is telling you something. Now we're going to know how why is here a dear Akufo-Addo who patch is uncle for 5 weeks? Who has learned Akufo-Addo's ways? One is here Akufo-Addo Nantie. One knew how Akufo-Addo did his things from opposition before he became president. One is here Akufo-Addo pa. One at every dangerous moment and a difficult moment, only Akufo-Addo tina them again strategically how they can take over MPP. Get rid of Afoko and the rest. It was Bawumia. So don't see Bawumia as Gyimi-Gyimi. And until today, when Bawumia was speaking, he made some very important statement. Mahamudu Bawumia make his statement be. What did he say? He said, I am cool on the outside, but do not underestimate my inner resolve. That is Akufo-Addo. Me a cool abontinio. Now oba me inside my inner monkey, me dangerous. He is telling you. And we didn't know Akufo-Addo until Akufo-Addo held on to power. We never knew Akufo-Addo. Majority of Ghanaians were walking on the street of Ghana and telling us to say Akufo-Addo is the mayor, is the savior. Akufo-Addo is the alpha and omega. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo there ultimate kuntatia. He is telling you today, Mahamudu Bawumia has tasted power. He has tasted power. He has seen what power can do. He has seen what he can use that power for. He knows that when he has that power, some group of people from his own hometown, he knows how he can handle them. He needs the full authority. Oh, he has had to me know. And it's in the culture say, I am cool. I say Gyimi-Gyimi. Me sana me yes say. Namu say me Gyimi. The moment I hold on to power, my inner monkey is different. We were not lucky under Akufo-Addo when he was in opposition to be blunt and direct with us. But Mahamudu Bawumia is telling us in raw face, say, I might look Gyimi-Gyimi outside, but my inner monkey is dangerous. We are lucky today he openly came out to tell us who he is in the inside. And you see, this is something that it is something that we've been waiting to know. And on one case, I say, I am cool on the outside. Then so me inside, that means there's another Bawumia you don't know. And that other Bawumia is what I'm going to tell you about now. The other Baumia is that Baumia otumi ka kire nkwara say monko plan na monko president because monko jail kura betuma frame of phone so aka kire mo say ewie mo nsuo mo metamochi. That is the inner Baumia. Sir, the other side of Baumia you don't know. That other side that can manipulate the system and pretend as if he knows nothing about. This is the man who is supporting young men and women who are almost Sabubeku president to try to unity. This is the man who went there to weep and say, oh, Mr. President, I am sorry. The next day in 24 hours, he is calling them in jail and telling them you have done a great job. This is the inner part of Baumia that is dangerous and diabolic. So, politics now, no, don't just look at it. Me say nyoma minimum Ghana, me come 10% to chile mun tokwa besi wo Ghana. The things I know in Ghana. So me cut 10% to chile, and I'm talking about the NPP. Me cut 10% to chile. Obi be sorry na adwa ko bo bitimu tuo. That is why sometimes we save some things, and all that we can do is to keep the NPP away from power. That is why we always say keep them away from power. Because a politician jina TV so or jina baby akacha say my outside is cool, but my inside is dangerous. Be careful. And you might think this is a joke. It's not. You might think, say, oh, yeah, can it keke? Oh, say time a helicopter ne koto form no. Sa anko for no mka say, omo ye MPP for ende ba wumia agi omo, ako beli omo, ama ye hu baby omo gina no. Oh, say time a helicopter and say omo ni soldier for bi kura di nkomo. Na soldier for said they are with them, they will do everything possible to kill the president and kill the president's wife. Mahmoud Baumia, he heard all these things. Oti wanasum. Onim se ochina. Se nyame bua na obenya position bia na obi kasa. He knows what he can do. But you know what Baumia did? He indirectly made it sound like say asamna nkofo ne kan enya problem. Today, so obusa MPP for say nkofo no mo plan so meku president no mo. Is it a problem? Okay, so no. Na Kevin Taylor Kraba Ghana, na national security, and a born hobby. Nobody in Ghana can bring one evidence that Kevin Taylor was protected by national security. Nobody. Metiano Maka say, Kevin Taylor, Professor Nano Pokwajima, and the Ghana, Nano Pokwajima, Menikosia, becoming mame, Mihunida. So these are dangerous people. But these are the same people are. Enda Naji say, Obi Ebetina social media, kase, with all due respect, Manus is Suminaso, Ebian so Obey Baumia Bibi. These will be the same animals who will come and do a big press conference and tell the IGP that he's not doing his job well. Into the NPP, these are animals that we are living with. They are dangerous. And when their leader to be, and let me tell you for a fact, I don't care who becomes the flag bearer of the NPP. No matter what Kennedy Japan Mubeye, they will skew the process for Baumia. I will give you Baumia's number 2 days to a Yamu election. It does not matter what Kennedy Japan will do. It does not matter what Educhum will do. It does not matter what Brandy Champa will do. Make a them from January. They will steal the elections for Baumia. So when we are election about Baumia, MPP bebo. It's a fact. They know it's a party not saying. The leadership, they know it's a party negu. Now, what they want to do is say they are trying to get a third term for Baumia. They know for a fact Mahmoud Baumia can never win power in 2028. They know. They have met. I've heard it. I know. But what they are trying to do is they are trying to rig this election to the point where Baumia will get some number. That number is what they are going to rally around in 2032 and tell you he did better. From 38% to maybe from the 60-something% he got in the internal election in 2023 to maybe some number I will tell you. Now, Omunya San number ni we are, then they keep it. Into 2032, no, Baumia will be back. So Baumia campaign it's not for 2028. Baumia's campaign is for 2032. And Nutina, Omaka party executives say, Ye Baumia we are, and Sunny ye mo. Because these people are going to be the same people who have to do what? Be in place to make sure 2032 Baumia is re-elected as the flag bearer. And they have changed the whole thing upside. And Kennedy can charge. I know. The supporters, no matter their contribution, Baumia who Kennedy ended as for so Gyimi. Bawumia mo brand champion mo support so much Gyimi. They don't care about the noisy people are making. They don't care about say and I'm on steady party no. Today you heard Canada Japan's team coming out to say a campaign, a party in the platform no. Ya the nyina Bawumia the campaign. It is normal. They have here Bawumia and his wife, they are taking over the party. Omo dia. Kufuado mo dia. Into mo Kennedy no, mo brand champion they don't care. And they know you people are not going to vote in 2028. They know. They know Canada Japan supporters will not vote for Bawumia. They know Brand Champion call for will not vote. They know Edichum call for no. They know Asante for crowd will not come out. But the idea is not 2028. That is why whatever you people are saying today, they don't care. Because they know say by 2032, no, more Sebio, Mumudu mo Gyimi mu refi. And that is the same playbook Ekufuado used. And anytime I just say, Bawumia just say he is the right person with the experience to lead MPP now. He is telling you that I am the best person who have learned from Ekufuado, the tyrant, to lead the NPP. Listen to the code language. You people already know the score line. The game needs to happen. Minim scores the game needs to happen. Samia Ukumuni Adena, NPP executives no wine and it's for anybody. No. And the party's future has been decided. It has already been decided. They know Bawumia cannot win 2028. And they don't care if Kennedy breaks away. They don't care. They don't care if Brian breaks away. They don't care if you Kennedy Fonica say, they don't fucking care. Because Gyimi almost say 2032, no, now most of you a free party, now almost convincing new ones. The way Ekufuado planning to me execute, you know. Into what he's going to do, and say, after Obewini, sa primary, say, I'm telling you, he will rake Obewiem a game the no scores keke na mo chain. You people cannot do anything. The party structure is for Bawumia. You people cannot do foco. Now, when the MPP musisia onim MPP muchen adenimo. Who knows MPP? And currently, this set of MPP4, omumu sign a nim party our history are connected with the party than Adenimo. Adenimo say Francis Adenimo announces decision not to contest NPP flag bearer race, cite issues with party's top-down approach, seeming inclination and bias of party executives towards one candidate, and unreasonable monetization of parties' internal politics. Adenimo contested NPP internal elections since your MPP. I say no onto Nisikengu, because when him say the system has already been skewed to for one person to win, and it's not done a year elections, you know, presidential first, then executive second. I'm about party, man. Sana Kennedy ba party. I'm about party, man. Sana Educhu ba party. I'm about party, man. Sana Brian Champ ba party. I'm more party wemu and sana Kobre Japan. They know the soul of this party. They know the party is gone. Until when no omni Mr. Kennedy for no more makano, you are just fools. The game is being played. We are waiting for scores. Until it does not matter. They are more yet. Any day, all the MPs following Canada Japan, they will lose their seats. Hey, Bawumia can just say, the inner monkey is dangerous. Be careful. Bawumia is Ekufuado. Ekufuado and his family. Nobody from the Jubilee House and the Ekufuado or Flagstaff House and the Ekufuado can criticize Bawumia because it is a shadow. What to say? Ekufuado, Flagstaff House, we are the cabinet ministers. What is so Obia criticizing Bawumia? No, because that's the shadow. It is the shadow. When you turn it, it is like this. And that is what I'm trying to explain to you. Inti mo amudi MPP, you know. Moye, webeba, the election, they have already decided the elections. In is a one to abana and form because the target is not 28. The target is not 28. Ayadena, Bawumia ko filing ni nomination. And filing his nomination, he's telling you about Ayadien, the manifesto. Because you know what? They have picked a notice or small glimpses of their Kennedy Beka, their Kobre Japan Beka. They basically made Bawumia sell a amount for message before any of them can speak. The party and Bawumia are 10 times ahead of the rest of the candidates. How many say MPP based in Gyimi? Until they are grooming Bawumia for 2032. Because Nana Dankwe came the third time. And Bawumia knows 2028 he can't win elections. Master Mamika win. So it'll be the 1 point. 1 point. And we need elections for Ghana. Do you know how long it takes to bridge that 1 point? Bawumia lose elections with 2 million votes, 38.2%. John Mahama clocked 57. Basically. Do you think say Bronya Miensana Ebano, Ghanaians will tilt the election now to the point Bawumia will come and get 57? NDC will come and get what are you talking about? Onti election asiana. Onti percentage point asiana. Do you know how long it takes to take a percentage point forward? Do you know how long it takes in politics? Especially when you're facing a government that is doing everything right. Do you think it's easy? Actually, I want to say they have done their maths. Bawumia, the people who are going to fund his campaign, they have told him, you can't win. We are just going to make you cross the line to be the flag bearer. 2032 is when. And see, what they are doing now, they are basically doing the same coup and another Dankwe Kufuado. Yeah. And see, Bawumia say, you know something? Mami whom say me a Gyimi-Gyimi. Na meno, when I decide my outside looks cool, my inside is very cold. 57.8% is not a joke. In China, I don't want to politics, I say. I don't want to politics, I say. And they are fooling you people. At this point, you know, also steady party now. Bawumia moko for cry bibia. Now complaining they don't care. Your board Alan Kodechimantin. Your board one of his executives in your bone ni ebesin there. Your bone ni your pine ni po. Alan Kodechimantin tie mu. Alan ba party ni na Bawumia party ni. Alan Kodechimantin and the Jan Homa Ekufuado erani before him. Alan call competition or call contest when people your pine executive in your pine ni. Michael Kwemunyaka said no problem. You will look at it. You think right now this MPP and the Bawumia, they know what they are doing. They care about Kennedy complaints. They care about Brandy Champon's complaints. They care about Kobra Japan and Kensi. They don't fucking care about these people. What they intend to do, they are doing it and nothing can change it. Bawumia, mame mamu MPP for mame mamu reality no, munte politics na se. I am more underestimated the intelligence of Ghanaians. Yeah? Bawumia in the next 4 years, no, he has to move from 38% to 41% first. That is 4 years. 38, 39, 40, 41. So Oko back into Ghana's politics. Now person who the jumps. The decimal jumps in politics. And I'm talking about numbers. Bawumia will first have to move from 38 to 41. That is 4 years. Now Bawumia will have to move from 41 to 44. That is 8 years. Bawumia will have to move from 44 to 48. We are talking about a space of 12 years before you can get to where John Mahama, before you can cross 50. Now remember, the NDC will not be sitting there and marking time. Now, Momo Adiwe a simple sakeke ohu. Mo sorry we need election. You think it's a joke? That election 2024 result is a total blackout of the NPP from our politics. And the pain that people went through for that 8 years with Bawumia steering the financial car, people have not forgotten. From 38 to 41, 41 to 44, 44 to 47. And each one will take you 4 years. And let me tell you, from what I am seeing from this government, they should just perform the way they are performing. The NPP will never come back to power. Until let's say, the next 8 years, the NDC will lose decimal point of, let's say, 333. Still, Bawumia cannot beat the NDC. Until You people don't understand Bawumia Gyimi or Gyimi mo. Bawumia is looking. He's looking at 32. That is, he's looking at 12 years. Yeah. Into the Omo Yana. When you go back, thank you, Mr. P. From 1992, it has been the trend. You need to move 4 decimal points or 3 before you can catch up every 4 years. And it is there. It has never changed. And it's even becoming more difficult in this modern day whereby we are able to access information. Jandam is dead. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, upon all his popularity, it took him 3 steps, 12 years. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is the most celebrated NPP candidate in Ghana's history. It took him 12 years, 3, 4, 3 elections before Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was able to cross 50.1. Oh, you say easy. Actually, with Gyimi, actually, I want to politics now. Say, actually, I want to dynamics now. Say. Now, let me show you something. Thank you very much, team. John Dramani Mahama in 2016. The calculations I'm sure idea. Bawumia mamu Gyimi mo. John Dramani Mahama in 2016, he got 44%. 2016. John Mahama in 2020, he got what? 47%. 3 decimal points. In 2020, Mahama moved parliamentary and made it a hung parliament. He moved from 44 from 2016 to 47 in 2020 upon NPP rigging the election, suppressing. Now, John Dramani Mahama in 2024, he moved from 47 to 57. 10. You think it's a joke? It is not. It's most sorry, Anamaye, Bawumia 2028. Ono Bawumia no nim so winni. But onim say mo do mo Gyimi. And you see, you people are easily convinced mo Gyimi. More MPP for na gaza mo Gyimi. So nka mo Gyimi anka matena se hu say Bawumia dada mo. Mahamudu Bawumia is lying to you people. John Mahama 2016 44, 2020 47, and Sana Oba 2025 there in 2024 57. Check it, yes, 4 years, 4 years. It is not a joke. It's in elections, Ghana elections, just about 4 years, a move from 38% to 57. No, but bottom. Especially when we have this government that is showing that there's something called regular governance. And your current is a payday. And your president or respect your political party or power a Ghana for. And your crampono dollar no embro 17. The dollar can never cross 17. And at least we are seeing some decorum in our system. And we are seeing say some policies. We don't see people abusing office. You think it is easy? And I'm just a Ghana for Gyimi. So you think it's a joke? Anytime you don't understand when we sit here. You people think say sorry better. We are looking at 42 years. And the reason why I keep telling you 42 years, after 2028, the party has been nullified. And after 2028, who is going to sit and follow Bawumia? After 2028, Kennedy Japan will do 70. After 2028, by the Champomo are not bringing any money. They themselves, they are weak. After 2028, right now as we speak, who in the NPP? And Obetuma Kasama NPP account boom. Who is in the NPP that can get up and say, let me talk to everybody. Let's come together. So the party is in disarray. It has broken into pieces. Meguno. Dynamics we win. And in 2024, we make a chance say the NDC will enter Ashanti region and they will take power. Because we do thorough job. We do practical and we add science. And then we basically put ourselves in the losing position. That is where we get to know the truth. And I am one of you. Mekamoho. Minim sibia modwene. My weakness is simple. And I can read the NPP from the United States of America. I don't need to be in Ghana. Ghana for this guy is a Akufo-Addo's blueprint. And it does not mean that Mami can't trouble. Baumia betumi gina stage and ne ho MPP for the nebeba. How many option? It is not like they have optional. Sanda utie Baumia ye pa. He's even pissing Ghanaians off. He's pissing them off. What did he say? He's basically telling us that the same concept I told you is the same thing. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about. And then I was saying, who say the party has lost focus. They are not intelligent people in the party. And the Brian Champo be no. Brian Champo cause submitting the forms. They are not kind. Brian Champo say Brian Champo assures that an MPP government under his leadership will refund monies lost by individuals during the debt exchange program. Or say, some no be president na MP ba power. They are admitting say DDEP no amanfo wuye. Omoji amanfo sika se no omba betua. But these people have never admitted say DDEP that domestic debt exchange program no. They have never admitted say omdi kungana for omoji sika die. They have even never admitted it. How many of these guys can stand on any pulpit to tell Ghana for say we should do everything possible and get Kenofurata and jail him? None of these 5 guys can say it because they all benefited from the DDEP. Intibane Champon is making it official. Or Mamwatia say this is what we did. This is a party that is dangerous. They are spitting in your faces. You dimu bone. And this is what I keep telling Ghana for. I don't hate the MPP. I know they are foolish. I know say they don't have Ghana at heart. It is a Brian Champon. Oba Bemu Eddie Abani Nyesika. Remember, he was a cabinet minister. He sat in cabinet with Bawumia to make decisions about DDEP. Now, Omo wune. Omo de sa pay nuko wuye ne. Omo show omo maame omo papa no e. Oji said they just forget and give you power again because edru omo so. Na me maame and me papa teacher ni okọ pension. DDEP into ewu. I loved my mom, the work she was doing, said teacher ni, and they miss me a teacher ni. Now, me share some mama hypertension cool no, ye nya sika anko tedru because MPP aban bi baye. Ni sika kakra da ono oje. Now, edru me so, aka 2-3 years na mako pension. Me sanko di line mu, se soja ni, police ni, me who se di papa go through. Then mama, na me sanfa 2 million koma ba omia na MPP. Oh, ba omia campaign, we share the chini pa for be na wo are the same fucked up people. Did you see any new faces there? So, the NPP as a political party, it's not a party. And me catch them, me dada ubia. Me, none of these 5 is intelligent to lead even a class of dogs. None of them. But my catch on authority. And I know most of you will not like it. But what I can tell you on authority is say, Mahamudu Bawumia will win the primaries. He will rig it. They will steal it. Nanabi, Salam Mustafa, Omo executives, Omo Wiem, Ediama Bawumia. Omo disa, born ya boy. Bono ya teri ya boy scoreline am de be ma wo. Inti men da wo men ma wa adwene you say the NPP you see, let me tell you the strategy of the NPP now. Send a utie omu nyina message. Bawumia, Kennedy, Brian, Educhum, ene yes snitch no come Japan na. Utie omu nyina message one thing. Let us wait for NDC to make mistakes and capitalize on the mistakes. Now, they just want an opportunity. Say, NDC will make mistakes, and then we will keep telling Ghana for say, NDC have mistakes. Inti yemfa party no, and then yemfa abanema MPP. That is their message. Their message is not about telling you, say, yes, say mine no. We are not people. See, right now, what they are waiting for is, oh, NDC there, on be mistake. So time we do not say, you have a election, every the candidate to be about, and about one tribum. That is the mentality of Bawumia. They don't have any message. They don't have any idea. These are people who think it's a gun of Gyimi. We forget easily. Into the message I would hear about Bawumia and say, Yan China NDC your mistake. NDC your mistake, And you the busa MP before say into the crack ne saying it is a yanya den and this is mistake inti yentam Ghana mamo. I kokwe ya for say sibia tu koko mu no and so many inti afa Ghana mamo. I NDC for and they say dollar no you say no akodu 10.9 so den inti yanya den yentam Ghana mamo. Say dollar ni 20. Eti you say and there you say yi enkofo bi say na yi car accident si inti yentam Ghana mamo na mba den. Now I'm a road minister. Every toll booth in Ghana or bubu to guye. I'm wakwata kwa siampenyiwe. I'm wakwata. Now or your roads minister. Wanko parliament. Toll booths obubu ni na to guye. Over 700 million every month week it was going. Yada ngotia yen tam to me mamo. E konfo we pa he. Mesiba o miabe jina hono. These are the same criminals. Where are they? Where they from the free baby ba? These are the same criminals. Share picture him. Not me say baby a Ghana kodru ya bre ya to be two about two kwasiafo we. These people sanko for we for 80 years. Omonimu saying Kate Yama. These people, these are the same people. What are you expecting? You cannot expect different results. You cannot expect different results. These are the same people. What is new here? Ejapa Mensa, Cromfort, we know PDS, Oseche Mensa Bonsu, Napo, Anthony Cabo, Shen go from Guechi, Shao Omo. (2017 to 2024), these are the same people. Anthony Cabo nefu. Look at his stomach. Oseche Mensa Bonsu. Wa pratete oda hu jirem because who you say Gyimi. Oseche Mensa Bonsu wa pratete anko Jesus fumwa anko na assistant to my cross ase. Oseche Mensa Bonsu. Oseche Mensa Bonsu. Owo Jesus fumwa anko assistant to my cross ase. Wa pratete because omo say Ghana for Gyimi. What is new here? But they will make sure Bawumia wins because these are the same selfish people, the same selfish criminals. And the Akosha Menu and the Obitumika Obetra President na Iti and na Akosha Menu or your bano. Na Kwasia for so Ombetra President Yiriti. Na Akosha Menu so or your bar. No Jina police station say yen conforno. Akosha Menu person of parliament. Then he say Bini. And this is what we have been living with. It is suddenly a new dawn has come. We should forget our pain. And then, Yamo Sakofa Baumiaba, Niantam Power and Sam Farmer Omo. They be catch a Ghana for. The NPP as a political party, they have never respected Ghana for intelligence because in conformity party, they Gyimi. 99% of the people who follow this party are tribalistic idiots. Maka mento sebeda. They cannot think deep. Omajuni are very shallow. And the NPP as a political party, they are looking at somebody like Eddie Hawakumsen to become the national women's organizer. Because Imbrebu Kai Hawakumsen Chituo. And original radio seekers were both into one obedi anima. Look at the kind of people. And how MPP know almost nyanseni bia before how Kumsin na Keti Jemfua pepa the two with D. Keti Jemfua or pepa the two with D. Yes, Keti Jemfua nye ye confirmed by for say how Kumsin and then there yenina Madam Beba added time na or your minister or both. Into the track record, no. And then, yes, a chairman to me, or national chairman. And then, no chairman to me, and until we say, these people, how did they see us as a people? It MPP didn't make sure, no, but I'm telling you on authority. Minuse back in the Japan supporters, yeah. Atasa de, Ana Sata, whatever you want to call him. He has lost money and he's going to lose a lot of money. They will rig the elections and they will rig it for Edieng. They will rig it for Mahamudu Bawumia. The NPP as a political party, Omoba for 8 years, all that they did. And the Utam party na Busa Bawumia say Mahamudu Bawumia, show me one agenda, one hospital, one hospital. Nana do Danko Ekufuado and you built Oba Ekomu Srim Aja War. Sa Bawumia to be kanchiro. Now say me will say Bawumia supporters, any Canadian Japan supporters, debate. If you Canadian Japan, Bawumia no supporters, if you Bawumia enko for no na say Kennedy, or so when yeska, ye adwuma we bie for sukra or so kwa MP no, we bie adwuma ho. Bawumia bie watermelon factory ewo de under one district one factory. Wako bie watermelon factory wo wale. Ko mu so be nwan. Atasa enko for omuni de abozege for debate. Atasa nko for say ayin ye ni the boss no was go enom say mo boss no was ka the chrome dompem kuraba wanya bi wo ho 28 years obedi power as MP onya contract when to mensi kuraba every agama nko for na no ayin ye na onim tamana ba omia head of economic management team and vice president for 8 years no and opposition running mate for 8 years 60 years no oko wale ko see watermelon factory obubusa say watermelon factory wo am say enfa ho say dey aye me say mo ye nwan atasa ne agama lizard ne atasa no maka bom e no mu Gyimi omo ho why na omo mu bi abe send you email omo ba inbox him hey we have this thing on Canada Japan can you share it no mako fa nipa bi so no mo just say me Gyimi you know this person gave me this, he said I should give it to you, go and show it is about Canada Japan and destroy Canada Japan me omo kwasia me say omo Gyimi internet na mo ti Facebook de bia no kasa na because sankofo na omo ti Facebook no they want to send information to me to talk about Kennedy and I'm not going to do it. I want you people to understand mo party na say sankofo mo nim say wo yam de social media de no but sankofo baby I go and give it to Kevin, we have something on Kennedy, we are going to destroy Kennedy. Me say mo Gyimi, I have them, the emails are there, we will publish it at the right time. And every day I keep telling Ghana for when these people came to power, they just came to change names of project and Kofuaye. Yeti Kromha, Nana Danko Ekufuado. University Obato ye. He came on Bawumia, they came to change names of universities, came to change name of hospitals. They can never point to one regional hospital as a party. Almost all my kosku nim nyansa. This is what they came to do in power. They were changing names of facilities people put together.
The University of Energy and Natural Resources is the third to be named after individuals known to belong to the UP Domo tradition from which the governing NPP was born. The University of Development Studies WA campus has been renamed after the NPP's founding member SD Domo. A bill to rename the Navrongo campus after the late C.K. Tedam, who was the chairman of the Council of Elders of the party, is currently before Parliament. The University of Mines and Technology has been renamed after a founder and first president of the United Gold Coast Convention Party, Pargrant. And now President Akufo-Addo says he's happy about the renaming of the University of Energy and Natural Resources.
The decision is an excellent one, so that once the parliamentary process has been completed, this university will thereafter be called the K.A. Buzia University of Energy and Natural Resources, Sunyani. It is wholly fitting that this great man, who viewed freedom as a great ally of progress, should be properly honored by a grateful posterity.
Ghanaian lawyer based in the UK, Professor Kweku Asare, is calling for a policy on which institutions in Ghana can be renamed, but says universities should not be included. He says the country is becoming more and more divided over nothing and there is the need for consensus. President of Humani Africa, Franklin Kojo, describes the move as a one-sided political decision, saying although Dr. Buzia is a fine academic, the connection between him and the University of Energy and Natural Resources is rather a long shot. Minority spokesperson on education, Peter Nochu, says they will resist the plan when it comes to Parliament for approval.
If you look at the names being assigned to the universities, are coming from one political family, and that is not a unifying approach to nationalism. President Mills, he even established the University of Energy and Natural Resources. Why are we not even honoring him for that, but rather honoring somebody else who did not even play any role in the establishment of that university? Are we being...
I keep telling you people, that is the NPP. They've never built anything, but they want their names on everything. That is what they did in the past 8 years. They cannot build a party. You cannot point to one regional hospital in your name. And you want young people like us, we should get up and do what? And say, we are going to vote for you. To do what? To do what? And that these are some of the things the young people here. We want the people to understand say party behind the motive. Party now look at what is happening at Akutia. On a normal day, Kenisa Akutia kure tuaba and Koseka say NDC facility no. Because on a normal day, Akutia ba na ekoto e dey pa na Akutia for pe. Akutia for pe impuntuo. Akutia for pe adwuma. Akutia for airpe kwan. Akutia for airpe nsupa. Akutia for pese gala ekoso ho no sebio ebrase na yensu eniti. Akutia for pese eye farmer service center na ye be make afo no omo sabe kabi 24-hour economy na jo Muhammad ya ba omo sabe kabi women akutia for pese anyom ni nyina it is akutia for pa de na also akutia for ye unless akutia for says anyom ni nyina omo pe but minimum akutia for dim nyansenti they also want to be part of this. Because for the past 8 years, Akutia for who the omufemu. Into uko Akutia, why should anybody even be campaigning? And then the MPP to Misako Akutia, and what are they campaigning on? They no more campaign, be no more campaigning. Some more by day. I'm Akutia, they no more by amomo. Akutia for Montumaye, ne huni pa newu. Na onko nipa na Montuama na MPP onko head of parliament. Because Abana Yakotono, I was sent for Sobaso. Yentumi tuaba in the name say ye tuaba. I was here tuaba man for Sobaso. It's MPP for Ankasa Bawa. Omunko modiem no. Ye buso mo say, di enti ne yentuma mo. Emfa so be na bebaso. And the MPP for your Akutiani say they are calling for sympathy vote. Omo say anadwi omo ye wakeeping. Na wakeeping na omo ye no. Omo pese NDC bebabi. Tie adwene dom tirim. Omo say enes kumina owu ye no oyomo nipa. Omo no mpese omo chiche ne namowe enti omo be ye wakeeping vigilant adwin mema NDC for maho. This is a political party o. Enes kumina osum akwetiaman. Even though no ye MPP ni obedi MP no at the day obedi MP no be ya akwetia de hye a osum akwetiaman. And so part we omo Gyimi nti munkoti omo and ye omo interview. You see omo say mema NDC for emba kwetia emba mbeye vigil ni bi because akwetia eneskumi funu no eyomo dia omo nananom na ede eja omo nti omo dia omo pese obia beba eye wakeep ni bi omo nkwa na ebe chiare.
It's a word of caution. Yes. We beg them in the name of God. As for the 1 week and the 40 days observation, we have formally invited them. But for tonight's vigil, we believe that it's a solemn moment for us as a party. It's a solemn moment for our candidate. And almost every activity would be to honor his name. We beg them in the name of God, and probably for security implications, the NDC has not invited to this vigil.
Oh, wow. But
no, they are not.
But he was their MP too.
No, hold on.
How? Eneskumi ewu oya kwetia de hye. Eyiye mu kura no mo ye politics. MPP na Gyimi. And this is not a political party. Any intelligent person should sit and say, intime me wa MPP mu ne na sebio me wu a na me wo nyonko NDC mu na se omo be vigil abetra me yire ne me manchan abo omo monya e de inkranhye a MPP for beka chom so mo ma. This is the party we are talking about. Ne say NS Kumino na NDC fonya e na tamfo. For all you know, NS Kumi ever politics mu no, NDC na so nsaka say you can be a politician. For all you know, no, NDC ni be election and crying, and man decided say obeko into politics. How can a political party come on TV and say ye de nyame din sremo and na adwidie eye akwetiaman MPP ya ji efunu no intimemo NDC ni bi amba ho. And look at the kind of thinking, political wakekeeping. Almost say where your political wakekeeping efunu ne your omodia. Besides, Mr. P, there was a jandam. There was a jandam where somebody went there later and discovered that nothing had been done. That's the one I'm looking for, Mr. S. Mr. S, there's one jandam of a gentleman going there to let us all know that it was a lie. That is the one I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the lunch. I'm looking for the jandam. Get me that jandam. I hope you understand. A gentleman walked there with his phone and made us know that there was nothing happening. This is where we are as a country. NPP. Party a year say enomu unite. Ebian so muko kumase. Yase asante himewu. Obete caption. NPP gurus unite. Ewa asante hime yase. Enya time. You know, it is not disgusting. Party na was say political party no year say any to kan hu bom na munya be informa mo ye den enye Gyimi na atasamwa enye Gyimi na adokromo. How can they attribute unity of a party to a funeral? Enti year ma mutumi kan hu bom enti akwetia de no ye beka ye ho abom ewe yiase enti da bia no obi wu. This is the kind of party I'm talking about. Nobody, but the bottom line is that Mahamudu Bawumia catch them one day through his statement. Or say, or stress repa, but so person who ne kufu aduna e won inside. Bawumia catch them Ghana for say obe wini primaries no. Omo be wie mama no. Justin Kodu omo be wie mu. MPP delegates in penifoni nyina be wie mama no. Na brebre no nya tumi a. Sa na yire na odi nechi no. Sa Samira na odi nechi no. Sa Fulani Chad ni no. Sa osotumi mu Ghana. Gyimi brutal. And there's something I want to put out. When we say there are a lot of people in the MPP or mere delegates and also mere executives, they know say they cannot win their elections. And that now the new strategy is that pick a banter with Kevin Taylor for MPP4 to think say you are working. I'm not going to give anybody banter. Go there and campaign. Me ejuma we mayacho. My ejuma way for years. I have stayed out. I've stayed in. I know the dynamics in this job. MPP, National Executives now say, you can pick a banter with me, and that is going to make your popularity in the party go up. Send a better election time, no draw. Mubenya vote, no. I'm not going to give you that. I want you to campaign on your intelligence. Because there's something I'm noticing. In the NPP, no, some person are relevant. My Kevin Taylor and Kawasem. There were some positions in the NPP right now, no, those positions, they're going to vote on it. And those people know their popularity is very low. It's down, low. And they know no matter what, even the party, and they are going to change them. So they think, say, picking a banter with Kevin Taylor, no, the grassroots, that majority are piglets, no, it will excite them for them to get vote. Miracle. I have done the psychological part of politics. I have done the emotional part of politics. So nobody in the MPP can beat me to that job. Every single executive should go out there and campaign. Campaign on the intelligence now also one. So also why you Juma and the party grassroots from A to Z, they know your job. Campaign. I'm not going to give anybody any limelight. Space. Because most of you people know you lose your seats. You know you lose your positions. I've been doing this job for long. the psychological part of it, I know it more than you people. The emotional part of it, I have swallowed it. Nobody can use my name to try and get re-elected. Nobody. Everybody should go out there. Someone will say grassroots ne hunyansa. Mon kwasiafo na modi akufuado echi edi nkwasiasem na emre na du. Eti moje say mame ni Kevin Taylor nkoko. Mame nya press conference mbo Kevin Taylor din wom. Mame ni nya banter. Send ye be ya party for no betimi din say, "Hey, what kai way? Only Kevin Taylor back to back." Well, Dabio NCBM. You people should walk alone. Go and win power and let us see. Most of you will lose your seat. Most of you will lose your positions. It's a fact. I just wanted to put this out there. And then I do sometimes which because Kevin, as some way about one KB, we don't just come sit here. We plan the show. We sit and analyze every single thing we do. And I know Open party minim or masia. This is the NPP. I know the NPP than anybody in Ghana. And right now, what they are doing is that they know I control the party, the soul of the party, I control it. And they will control the soul of the party. So if you are able to attract the eye of Kevin Taylor, maybe you'll be able to sail through. Nobody's going to attract my eye. Nobody's going to get my attention. Go out there and speak English. Go out there and convince. Go out there and prove to them that you are intelligent to lead the party. And let's see. After this short break, you better Rage Hospital. You're still watching. With all due respect, extended version. Gyimi-Gyimi.
I have a question to Basa. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
NPP, a party. N no ejina ho maden. P no ejina ho maden. Na P na ejina account no ejina ho maden. Yes.
N no ejina ho ma. Police station is executive. P no ejina ho bi okoto aba. Another P no ejina mo bi a the all kind aba no.
Now,
Gigi.
Aho Brasserie FM 98.5.
O say eno ye dey.
Ejina ma party no executive no police station is executive. P no jina mo bi okoto aba. Another P no jina mo the all kind aba no.
NPP no.
NPP
yes.
Demonstration. Convention party.
Demonstration.
Congress party.
Now, but demonstration. Demonstration.
People.
Now, but demonstration.
People party.
People party. And no NPP. Full meaning. Demonstration.
Yeah, demonstration say kokunda kwa.
Na demonstration say.
Me ga demonstration bia say kokunda kwa.
Na
I say MPP no. People Convention party.
People Convention
party.
That is the MPP. Now, let's take care of business. Ewaha. Last week, the whole country, there was this conversation about Rage Hospital. You can't say Abranti B, your friend Ralph. Or name in Yankufobi Echo Rage Hospital, Emma altercation BC. Emma, the ABC and say, the sector minister, Mr. Akando, Echo Rage Hospital. The Okohu ye any report here the man after he sent an entourage to go and look into the matter. Later he followed up no. Obehu say it was necessary for the ministry that is in charge of the health sector to open investigation into the matter that was making a lot of headlines in Ghana. So the minister in his own wisdom and the humility we use here till this point, decided to have a committee or put together a committee that will investigate the matter to the point whereby we will know what actually happened at the hospital. And after the investigations, whoever is found guilty be punished. Every single Ghanaian said that was the best way to go. We are all in favor of the minister setting up a committee to investigate what happened at Ridge Hospital. Now, remember, every hospital in Ghana is under the Ministry of Health. Now, there is the Ghana Health Service, which is also under the Ministry of Health. It is like looking at it this way. It's like looking at every football club in Ghana is under Ghana Football Association. And every professional football club is under the Professional Football Club Association, right? Inti sa asem si ewo team bi te say Kumasi Asante Kotoko mu a. Asante Kotoko omo executives a omo manage team no. And inti na O2472 or bibi a friend no the board members and what the management of Asante Kotoko. Inti asem si Asante Kotoko a, it is up to the Asante Kotoko management public relations officer to tell Ghanaians the SC ewo diemu ewo Asante Kotoko mu. Now say asem si Asante Kotoko mu na say PLB Professional League Board form and a release statement to explain to us the issue Asante Kotoko mu. Then the question will be say the Asante Kotoko management, the PRO department, what is their job or what have they been doing over the years or the period where that issue happened. I'm trying to make it simple. May you jump easy. It is some CL Ridge Hospital. Ridge Hospital as a regional hospital, no, management. Now, as some sort of Ridge Hospital, it is up to management to brief Ghana for and brief the minister or the sector minister of what has happened at Ridge Hospital. It is a some sort of Ridge. Your Ridge management. Your Ridge Department of Public Relations. Nasa some sort of Ridge. Nasa Ridge PRO. And our public relations officer. Ultimately releases statement as the PRO of that management. Nasa yet the Ghana Education Service releases statement. Then it means say somebody at that level at the hospital failed to do their job. It is simple as that. You don't have to complicate it. And then you have a division of labor. And then you have minister. Minister's job is an oversight. And then you have the agencies that are supposed to be working under the ministry. It is a some see mikroma yeldoa. And nisa akando efaka eko ayeldo. There is a district directorate. There is a district office. There is a district PR. They are the ones who are supposed to make sure, say, that particular facility and our hospital now ben ayeldo no. So our hospital no, PR no, and our management no have dealt with the matter. Enti meka we nyina be see asem na esi wo regional. A lot has happened over the weeks, and it's got to do with a big hospital like Ridge, which is a regional hospital. Ridge Hospital is not a clinic. It's the Greater Accra Regional Hospital. It is one of the biggest hospitals in the Greater Accra region. Enti Ridge Hospital, as it sits there are people who have been given specific roles to make sure, say, the hospital is able to connect with the ministry, with the agencies, and with we Ghanaians. So the daily running of the hospital, no, we as Ghanaians, no, we will understand what is happening there. In this hospital, no, and there almost start to say, almost mamoja, and almost see another block for a newborn baby, sir. It is up to the management to go through the PR for us to know. Say, and there, oko Ridge Hospital, you see a new ward for a mafufro. It is not the job of the Ghana Health Service or the health minister to make that announcement. It is something that we all have to do what? Follow. Now, Ridge Hospital as some way by lots and lots of people have spoken about the COO. And the minister himself, he's spoken on several occasions. People like us were asking, as somebody by for man can be at a point, I'm in second videos, and I'm better to say, Ridge Hospital as a regional hospital, do they have a PR department? That was one question I was asking all the time because the circulation and speculative information we were getting from the hospital, no, if the PR department had spoken or had come out orally and through a release, majority of the controversies surrounding what happened at Ridge Hospital, no, and Kasa controversy, no, it would have died on the same day. But the more we asked questions about what happened at Ridge Hospital, no, we got one guy called Tinkrine, who is a general secretary of Nurses Association in Ghana. Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwifery Association. He was the one basically playing the role of management PRO. And everybody was asking, what is going on? What is happening? The hospital is any a department that can internally assess the situation and speak to Ghanaians. So you could see, say, the PR department was shut down, and some certain Tinkrine guy was the one running on TV and radio and basically portraying himself as the PR of Ridge Hospital. It was quite interesting. Now, because say we are professional. Now, say we say how these things work. Say we are expecting the media department or the PR department of that facility to release an official statement. And it can point about the White House. When there's an issue in the White House, we wait for the press secretary to speak because he or she is the mouthpiece of the White House. Even before the president speaks on the issue, what happens is say the press secretary at the end of the day is able to enlighten Americans about what is going on, what the president might be speaking on, because it is the job of the press secretary to be enlightening and making sure the information that the public needs, even before the president speaks. And it's the same as when you go to the Flagstaff House. Before the president comes out with anything, we get a press secretary, the Jubilee House secretary, who the person in charge of communication, that is Honorable Ofosu-Kwakye, making those statements before even the president speaks on it. And that is how you check when an institution is effectively working. Now, so you questions when you time and incident, amount for some we didn't really know what was really the truth, or we are not able to even pinpoint what is really happening. We never heard anybody from Ridge Hospital as the PR speaking for the management or the hospital. Now, the investigative team, when they went to the hospital, they did their best to exhaust every single thing. Whether it was a CCTV, they watched every CCTV video in the hospital. When it comes to a report that was left or report that was written on that day about whatever transpired at the hospital, they looked at every single thing in the hospital. People who were involved in the altercation or assault come from the beginning. The investigative team were able to engage every single person who was mentioned in that act. So you could see that the investigative team, they did a thorough job by exhausting all the avenues that at the end of the day, we will get to the bottom of this Ridge Hospital Asema AC. Now, the investigative team, before they went to Ridge Hospital to conduct this investigations, the lady nurse who was involved or became the subject of the day, now the PRO or the General Secretary of Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwifery Association, the Ebeka Chair say she was assaulted. In fact, man a friend Tinkrine Bekacha Ghana for say Ralph on the now for the motos be 25 moto bia nipa 2 na teso and a lady na oye nurse nipa 8 bowura ho etieti na yase ebu ni nsem echia echim ne nsa. So that was basically that was the story or impression that was created. Now let's play Obana nurse na assembly no Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwifery General Secretary. On a health minister call nurse near or over 18 years. Nurse near say on in the middle of the action on na ya assaulting no. Let us go and hear what she said. After that, we will play the video of the investigative team committee ejuma ye no so omo present what they came up to the minister. Then we will address the lady who was on TV and on radio today on the rich issue. I don't want to spoil the whole thing. So let's go listen to Nurse Rina first. Okay, say you assaulting or no?
Yes. So he did this to me, and then when he went out, I don't know where the guys came from. Most of the health workers saw them earlier, so they had free. I didn't see them, and then they from my back to my chest, and then they were just.
Did they push you? Were you pushed or what did they do to you?
Yes, I was hit. I don't know if it was a fist, a tap. I can't describe them.
But what happened to your hands?
Raphael, I don't know. Raph did this to me. He hit me with the phone with the fist, and I even dodged a couple of the fist. They hit me. All over. But right now I have a dislocation on my shoulder, some headaches and body pain.
All right, thank you very much.
To add up, he was telling us he will follow us to our homes and beat us, and if take one life and.
Oh, you take one life? Actually said that.
Yes.
We are happy to hear that. I think this is a very unfortunate situation. As an association, as our General Secretary rightly said, we are investigating the matter. We will continue to collaborate with the media and the authorities of the facilities.
Right.
And we hope the perpetrators will be brought to book, will be arrested.
So, as somebody see, this is the nurse I near see assaulting. Remember, nurse Nekasano. Or make it, and I say, I'll give you a recap of what happened, Now, at 10 crime, no one's hobi, on an hono. So basically, that was the first time they were hearing what actually transpired. Next, they can say, nipa be free the chi from her back. They hit her from the back. And I'll say, a man for be a bono. Na no nim say a tap and I say a fist punch. But omo born. Osaka say Raphael. What's the guy's name? Raphael, right? No, what's his name? Raphael. Or say guy no or ye den or ena mo busa say na won sa na e dey na ya won sa. Or say Raphael no ena or de blow say dey born in sa or de be born na ama Nensa ehwan eni na ede de ade atechire nensa ebi atechire ne kon enti nensa no na betiri no ehwan yakasa betiri ehwan a eye socket na wan eyi a disconnect a jonkolize eyi eni na yede entoma so maso ne kon se ne be ya abetire no eye abetire na wa ha no ebetumi esi so efiri se ehwan etu afirim eni na what the idea entuma Ralph. All right, Ralph. Or the entuma attitude and study be attitude the concern a study. Also, Casan or say dislocation there na betri pa na wo eyi. And an insano so ya boom Emma just say emuya ne yama ontumi fa nyahwe. Inti sa a record and I say statement we na abayiwa na oye nurse no e kan say ye di bedi no hospital ho. Now, okay, some way you know, and a copy of minister anymore. Before that, na certain cry ojina ababa ya we huno. The same thing about you and kaya no, and no be na wati. Video na ewa bontini a 1 minute 20 seconds no. It was the same video certain cry na washe. But the thing cry went on TV and radio and insulted the minister. In fact, at a point, threatened journalists who were speaking on the matter. And he went further to make sure, say, as seminar yekano, he made it sound, say, there was some evidence more nobody in Ghana has. At a point on TV, a Tinkrana or a PR or a General Secretary sa Association, Ghana Registered Nurses Association, at a point, okay, say, more video evidence biya omunyan release here or kano UTV, and that wakatre the management say inside the emergency hall nankasano, that video they should make it available and that they will put it out for everybody to see. We are still yet to see that video. Inti time a minister is setting up the investigative committee, no, it was good for Tinkrine and the people who are sitting on TV and radio to basically avail themselves and provide all those evidence. Na Emma Omwadina TV, Sunni Radio, so Eddie Minister Natem, Eddie Ghana journalist for Tem, Katre say, a nurse, ya bona manka o yewu. At a point to Krano, Yan neighbor who said, nurse didn't say a bonama, Sebio ni Munen and Senyanti or Kokot Akoji or Kope 7 million Ghana cedis in damages. If you say, from Tinkrine, this statement to make you all different radio stations no nipa 50 and the rural hospital or emergency war and tieti girl we bu nukuno. Remember, time and kasa say we nyina no na Rage Hospital, which is a regional hospital, there was a PRO. Still, we didn't hear from the department which is in charge of speaking to the public. Department that is supposed to relay information to you and I for us to know what actually transpired the day Ralph ended in Namfo Echo Hospital. Still, the PRO department, headed by somebody, had still not issued a statement. The statement that we read was from the Ghana Health Service, which isn't the management of the hospital. Upon all these things going on, there was still a department called the PR department. People were being paid every single day for being PR or being the head of public relations. They carry themselves around. People tell them, madam, oh, madam. And maybe they are giving cars. They are riding and taking respect because they are the public relations officers of the Rage Hospital, the Greater Accra Regional Hospital. Now, investigative committee ni koyo omojuma. Amuyo omojuma nyina wie no. What they found out, because I am very sure the committee in the core hospital, they demanded for everything that will connect Ralph and his friends to what we call assault. Because the reason why Minister takes our committee was because some people at the Tinkrine and the other people were saying, a nurse was assaulted. So the investigation was primarily put together because there was an assault and also how people were able to break security to assault a nurse. And see, however way you look at it, it was all going to end up at one thing: how security was breached and how a nurse got assaulted in a facility at the Rage Hospital. And see, whatever they were doing, whatever investigations they were doing, whoever they called, whatever questions they posed, videos almost share, any reporter it was all geared towards assault and also breach of security of the institution. It's simple. Now, investigative committee ni ejuma nwie no, and na omoko eyedien, eko minister denim, and omoko handi over their report, their findings to the minister. This is what they said.
Police post that is found at the premise of the hospital, but situated far away from the emergency, is also of concern. And the system is that anytime they have such altercation, the hospital has to rely on Adabraka Police Command to call for help. And that's exactly what happened in this instance. The last but not the least objective was that the committee also found that the number of staff on duty per shift in the hospital was woefully inadequate. The number of medical officers in the month of August is 1 doctor per shift. That's 3 medical officers per day who are permanently working in emergency, supported by 1 specialist per day. Any other doctors who come there as a team to attend to cases and go away. A total of 7 medical officers and 2 specialists were available on duty for a month of August as emergency room permanent staff. We also found out that, for example, out of 88 nursing staff who routinely work at the emergency department every month, only 54 are currently on duty at posts, with about 34 of them already vacated posts for various reasons. This has brought extreme shortage in the number of nursing staff who also support the emergency medical doctors. Honorable Minister, apart from the four main things, there were other findings that we want to bring to your attention. The committee police post that is found at the premise of the hospital, but 2 specialists were available on duty for a month of August as emergency room permanent staff. We also found out that, for example, out of 88 nursing staff who routinely work at the emergency department every month, only 54 are currently on duty at posts, with about 34 of them already vacated posts for various reasons. This has brought extreme shortage in the number of nursing staff who also support the emergency medical doctors. Honorable Minister, apart from the four main things, there were other findings that we want to bring to your attention.
So let's stop here. Committee required investigations, there were a lot of things here. At the end of the day, it was part of the reason TRDC hospital was here. And they were briefing the minister on findings. I'm so call hospital one. Who say staff na our hospital no inadequate. Na who say nipa also mo adwuma ho no. Enya omododo na enya mo no mo adwuma ho. Nurse for the doctors no esa. It is also video na. Time around for call ho no. You could see say na nurse crampo ni wa omo attended to immediately. Abrante bi ba wa na ne mam ne na national chia na ne na wu. They could not even get nurses to rush to the person because baby want an emergency. See, I can say emergency ward. We don't take anything lightly. Anybody who enters the emergency ward, a life and death. Inti any emergency ward, any ebeka say jinsuesi usonetrasi. Emergency ward, every single thing about emergency ward should be taken as an emergency. They don't underestimate anything that comes to the emergency ward. But you could see, say, there were people there who were still waiting to get the help of nurses. The investigators require who say their causing problem so ebini say need adequate health personnel so. In fact, say 3 doctors per day. Now, Osha shift now. 1 specialist per day, and the whole hospital now emergency ward no only 3 doctors coming to that emergency ward per day. Now, Osaka said out of 88, anka was saying nurses, anka also mu yejuma ewo hospital no. Emu 54 per ene yejuma. Na omu hwe mu krampo no, emu sa 54 no, 34 no muni ho. Until you could see, say, the hospital itself lacks a lot of medical professionals. And the moment hospital no 34 any post, the moment hospital no lack medical personnel no, the probability say obi baba and nakuma betu nibubefu about the services no are very high. Because when people come to emergency ward, it is because of emergency issues. That is why they are there. And when they wait for some time, no more nya sa their care no sa assistance na, then they start to feel say this is not how it's supposed to be done. Now, I am not justifying anybody here and the actions of anybody here. So I'll call emergency ward. That's the share. It does not mean you have to talk to anybody anyhow. It does not mean you have to go after any nurse anyhow. It does not mean you have to do things that are not right. I'm not going to justify that. But committee in the core, you know, omo will say, nyoma kika hunu bia ema asem ko sie na ebi no. Now, still, we have not heard from Eyedien. We have not heard from the PRO, Public Relations Officer of that hospital. Still, ye who say, sir, hospital no, Public Relations Officer, PRO, can be bia management no, and also Mumayu de Ekoso Ankasano, management, through their public relations, they have still not spoken. Yate, upon all these things. Now, almost also eka investigations the Omuhuno, almost also.
Honorable Minister, I must say that I have just a brief summary of what he presented. The exhibit are all attached as a full document for your review and understanding. From his statement copy that is attached to our report, the witness stressed that his distress and frustration was escalated by a nurse who made provocative remarks in the context of emergency, and this triggered his response. He also stated that at no point did he physically assault any medical staff or witness any person from among the bikers assaulting a hospital staff. He also made another assertion that no patient was intentionally filmed or videoed or targeted as his recording, because everything he did was targeted toward the delay, and that he thought the committee and any other person must have that urgent concern to see. And the last submission we've had from his 6-pager report, that he has submitted 4 video exhibits, including a Facebook live video, as evidence to assist the committee, and the committee actually gone through and we have given a report or targeted as his recording, because everything he did was targeted toward the delay, and that he thought the committee and any other person must have that urgent concern to see. And the last submission we've had from his 6-pager report, that he has submitted 4 video exhibits, including a Facebook live video, as evidence to assist the committee, and the committee actually gone through and we have given a report in your recommendation.
If the committee is on your investigations, I'm afraid Ralph. And I'm Ralph so na no asem, because they have something called statement copy. Ralph say, "Wo then obey de waha, then obey and a Ralph chair say, me ba beji ayaresa. We ni na course Ralph kasemuno or say, dear ma when you nyina see hospital or church which say investigators and say, or say nurse bi wo ha, nurse ni bi kasa fin bi kire no. Nurse bi na hye na bufuo. Na nurse ni hye na bufuo na ema ono so akoma ba ya oye na agene say obeye de oye no. Now, almost say Ralph eba investigators n'anim no. Or the video evidence almost friend exhibit be kire almost say me wo ho no omo hospital man from nsanka obia na obia ni hospital oye me target. Na me ni adwumu po say patients and as nurse ni bi mebu obia. In fact, say hospital CCTV no monsaka me krampo no me Facebook live, and that Facebook live am here no enie me edit ye me fa me nsanka ye me call live mo obi ehu ye enti mo betumi so ahwe, because me ni pay am ka say me di sa abone no the same time na me kuta phone we enti bone na me di ye no say me di ya mo be hu say phone ni kuta me na me di sa abone no enti am say Ralph e de ono so no evidence am friend exhibits den e buy 4 videos or say oye Facebook live on that night into omoji eno so ena omode ka omunhwehwe mu no ho. Now they have interviewed Ralph na I say wako rage akodi bone or di motor sinkwa 25 or di mrantie 50. Ralph no so the evidence aba or the videos so na anadwene nyina aba wa kire adekodi ntia de see investigators no agena no asem. Still, the Rage Hospital has a management. We have still not heard from the PRO of Rage Hospital. The management has not released any statement. Whatever happened there, we are still speculating on social media, in the news outlets. People are sitting on radio and TV and speaking for Rage Hospital. One thing crying who is just a mere general secretary of an association now is playing the role of the PRO for Rage Hospital, because still investigators no Ako Hospital there is a management and the department heads. Still nobody has availed themselves to the investigators and say yenia waha yenia management, this is the PR department, we have put everything together in a file form, this is this department. None of the department head, especially the PR department head, they have not availed themselves to this investigative team. Say, this is what we also did, what we also found. The PR department, the heads of PR at Rich Hospital are going to work every day. They are listening to the news. They have seen the minister release a statement. They have seen the investigators come in and go. The PR department is quiet. Okay. Now, let's go and listen to investigative committee, what they said about nurse,
The committee also visited the nurse in question, the rotation nurse, Miss Chocho Rejoice, who was alleged to have been physically attacked and was receiving care at the hospital. When the committee visited, indeed, we saw the patient in bed. The document available to us from the medical record, as I already said, had no indication of fracture or dislocation of the said staff. And he has received some psychological support as well. The committee was able to chance on the specialist who also attended to her at the ward at the time we visited. And at that time, the staff had been discharged to go home and come for review. The committee also visited the nurse in question, the rotation nurse, Miss Chocho Rejoice, who was alleged to have been physically attacked and was receiving care at the hospital. When the committee visited, indeed, we saw the patient in bed. The document available to us from the medical record, as I already said, had no indication of fracture or dislocation of the said staff. And he has received some psychological support as well. The committee was able to chance on the specialist who also attended to her at the ward at the time we visited. And at that time, the staff had been discharged to go home and come for review. The committee also visited the nurse in question, the rotation nurse, Miss Chocho Rejoice, who was alleged to have been physically attacked and was receiving care at the hospital. When the committee visited, indeed, we saw the patient in bed. The document available to us from the medical record, as I already said, had no indication of fracture or dislocation of the said staff. And he has received some psychological support as well. The committee was able to chance on the specialist who also attended to her at the ward at the time we visited. And at that time, the staff had been discharged to go home and come for review.
Committee echo minister hono. Almost say, edu nurse no so. Call no mu nurse no. Rotation nurse. I friend Chocho. Rosalind. A friend saying, I forgot the name. I'm sorry. Now, investigators say, call no mu nurse na almost say abono no. Now, call na nurse no dampem. Na a very important statement or say the medical report of nurse nina or say abono, which means say the nurse went through treatment the day the incident happened. When they went to the hospital, they saw the nurse. In fact, specialists na ono nurse Rich Hospital wana so no crampo no no specialist edi nkomo. Later, Kwanum Car said, nurse no uncle fee. Now, almost no medical records. Omukoje nurse no medical records. As somebody see this day, as somebody see nurse no say BB say to no. You was specialist at our hospital or taking care of this nurse. Every single thing that the specialist noticed or saw, say a two nurse in Libiano. That specialist wrote it in the medical report. Now, almost checking medical report. There was nothing like fracture and not dislocation on any part of her body. Almost checking medical records. And can be a found nurse ya bono mani betri ehwan. And I said nsa ehun apan. And I said bibi aye no a. Just a nipa bi abodi trimu po edi adia bodi mu anase omu prano. Omo eshe medical report ni mu. And that is what they found. Enti domu hu ya say nurse nankasa pa de bibie ni we ye no. Obie ni we obo no. Obie ni we oso ne nsa. Obie ni we otwe na se. Obie ni we otata no. Obie ntia na ya se. Obia anyi ne nsa. Per the medical report they went to see at the medical facility. At least that committee are not saying to us, say, when we went there and we observed. They didn't tell the minister when we went there and we analyzed by ourselves through our own imagination. The medical or the investigative team, the call, minister Romanka said, from our experience and background, from what we saw and what we witnessed, we believe or we think, or this is how we came to a conclusion. Almost say they requested for the medical report of the nurse. And when they requested for the medical report, there was nothing in that report that emphatically or specifically state to say obi ebo nurse ne man nsahwan anase ne nsemu buye ana ne chi anase ne mfe say from what they saw. So the investigative team is speaking on facts. They are not speculating. Now asem nyina ya besi ama nyina be hu se nurse sebio ensamana nurse ne ka no obwa oni ngina so ebi kura nipa bi na hye sa nurse ne chi aka kye ne say yes adie we are rotation nurse we are nurse we are national service ebi a nipa bi na aka kye ne say yeah can some way na through that no ebi a ubenya permanent position wa I'm just speculating, but I'm still trying to find the motive behind the nurse's action. A man to me ka say obi abono abro obi ambono. The motive na na ewe chirema nurse to me the ahoma chichire ne nsa esa de chichire ne kon etna national television. So a young lady oye national service etumi ka say obi abono eyamanewu abra medical report hospital chire say nothing of that sort happened. So it could be say ebia obi na natna say you know something, there is an agenda, and when you do this, you might get this. Just say this to embarrass this person or to disgrace the government, and at the end of the day, you will get what you want. Ofuna ira unsabeka, usika ira unsabeka. Sa o pesa oya permanent kra. Ye betuma for kwan bi so ma oba permanent. Is it say bibi sa ne si ya e ma nurse no decide say obeka asem kesie sei ato eye obi so. Because so we tie nurse no na wo hwe senia na okasa na all yes specific na odwudwa nsem nim video na imebo kire mo no nurse ni nie.
Yes, so he did this to me, and then when he went out, I don't know where the guys came from. Most of the health workers saw them earlier, so they had free. I didn't see them, and then they from my back to my chest, and then they were just.
Did they push you? Were you pushed? Or were you doing it?
Yes, I was hit. I don't know if it was a fist, a tap. I can't describe them.
But what happened to your hands?
Raphael, I don't know. Raph did this to me. He hit me with the phone with the fist, and I even dodged a couple of the fists. They hit me. But right now I have a dislocation on my shoulder, and some headaches and body pain.
All right, thank you very much.
To add up, he was telling us he will follow us to our homes and beat us, and yes, take one life and.
Oh, you take one life. Actually said that.
Yes.
We are happy to hear that. I think this is a very unfortunate situation. As an association, as our General Secretary rightly said, we are investigating the matter. We will continue to collaborate with the media and the authorities of the facilities.
Right.
And we hope the perpetrators will be brought to book, will be arrested.
It's your casano. Now a specific or say a rough on Kwana yes idea no. By 10 cranty radios no or see nipa den 8 4 free girl nim and a 4 free nichi. By girl ne casano or say a rough on Kwana this adjumano. Into the account a free 10 crank or yeah General Secretary of Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwifery Association hono a totally different from girl nankasa or see assault no, because 10 crank no catch say Ralph kofa ne nkofo motos nkwa 25 na nipa 2 na te baako bia so, meaning 50 men entered and 8 wuremu and 8 no na 4 every girl nanim and 4 every nechi and omo no. But girl no say a Ralph nkwa and a bono, but the girl could not specify. So blow ne no, so tap ne no, but at the end of the day, the show that I shine. Ninsanu mwabu. Enti the accounts from a year 10 crying and the girl no crampono, it still did not sink. Gawe obi ka chere ne say onka we ni retaining ana no mere full-time nurse because part-time national service nurse. On your permanent staff. Now, all that we wanted was an investigation to get to the bottom of this matter. And remember, from video and in some enra. Now still, we've not heard from the management, public relations department of the Greater Accra Regional Hospital. In some way, the public relations department of Greater Accra Regional Hospital never released a statement. In fact, nobody there spoke a word. But shockingly today when we woke up, after the investigative team or committee took their report to the minister, a woman came out today blazing all over the place, with all due respect, telling Ghana for say, the investigative report, any Ejumana minister, any Masa committee, it is a total lie. And who is she? Suddenly, somebody has appeared from the ground, germinated, telling Ghanaians to say, she is the public relations officer of the Greater Accra Regional Hospital. Now, it is quite interesting. As some way see, we never got any statement, a hint, a word from the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, department in charge of communication. But shockingly today, after the report was submitted to the sector minister, one honorable lady came out today to say, on PR, and that all the investigations are a committee are bind to some on catch Ghana for say, side investigations without providing one evidence. You see, after I watched this lady, a professional nurse, a mother, a sister to somebody, an auntie, and for all you know, a Christian, I've been so worried. And from what I heard today from this woman, I'm a Sru Christopher. So Sama we know ne sorry. And now on the tifie. And now we're down for paranoia. Be very careful. She can sell you for a peanut. Because when I listen to this woman today, and the kind of statement or try to make it sound right, Abra enya right, no. I felt so bad being a Christian. I felt so bad at a point. Mibusame will say, these things, doesn't it worry them? They are person as a human being. When they sleep, don't they feel that they have offended themselves and they offended God? Now, this woman, let's listen to him. Nidin Ede, please come. Nidin Ede, Sarah Dankwa. Sarah Dankwa. In fact, she was on TV. And I know majority of the people are nursing a community and they have known this woman and most of them know her. And some of them will be quite shocked about the kind of statements are all making about this particular issue. Mrs. Sarah Dankwa today came on TV. Or can be to say, we have a video, meaning she is speaking as a PRO for nurses, Greater Accra Regional Hospital. Nurses for more a year region or a PRO. And in her statement, she did not say, I have, Or say, we have a video of Ralph slapping a pregnant senior nurse during the Ridge Hospital incident. The investigative committee didn't invite us to present it. We will make it available to GH1. Or see, Yenny, Regional Hospital, Aya Ridge. Your video, Aya Ralph, na obo opimni biasum. Na sa video no ho. Na committee ni ba hospital no. Committee na invite ye, enti yenso ya amfa video na ma committee no. She is part of the management of Ridge. And I don't think that investigative committee will do what? That investigative committee will come to the Ridge Hospital without engaging senior officers of the hospital. But when she was on TV this morning, or see we, meaning she's speaking as the public relations officer of the regional hospital. So they have in their possession a video of Ralph beating or slapping a pregnant woman. Now, I know this woman is a mother. Meaning so your bad time. Yam fan is a committee no mabodam. Yam fan is a committee ni nyansa. Yam fan is a committee na nyomo Gyimi-Gyimi. You are a mother. O your painful awawoda. Yama committee about hospital say omo be yenhwehwemu. Emfa wo dwumadi a wodi a wo ye panyini. A younger nurse say ya assaulting out. Say bi obi obetuma ya oba anawunia. As the top management member, is it not upon you? Is it not your responsibility? Don't you see, say, it is upon you to basically prove to Ghana, say, this nurse in this hospital and that pregnant woman who could have been me needs to be protected. You could not hand over that tape to the investigative committee. But Oba TV soon Ghana for say, as I see almost 2 weeks, who was some tape be Ralph ebo opimphobia soon. The investigative committee was at the hospital. They can never enter the hospital and work without the assistance or permission of the management of the hospital. So you ask yourself, can anybody trust such a leader? So your hospital. Now say, oyi nipa say onye a leader, a management member, or whatsoever. Can any nurse in that hospital trust a mother like this? A professional nurse. Sebio nano asem. Can any patient trust somebody, our friend who said nurse, or say, otumi kipi eye nipa na ohwe no na pomudin and in safety a priority. Now, Osaka Assembly, I say, maybe I'm about video in natural. I say, after the Ridge incident, the nurse involved went home and could have been massaged. Hence, the committee's report of her shoulder not being disclosed. I say, committee ni beka chire minister ne say, abayiwa no ne nsa betinu enhwan a na sebi o ohun se committee no ediatro. Efri say, assembly see no abayiwa no ko fie na ebi o ko fie no ne maame ye nkranni na onim nkranfo maamefo ebi a odi abonike etwetwen ne nsa no anase odi nsohye ne abonike twetwen ye enu nti na sebio ebi obae no omanhu se ne nse hwan. This woman is a professional nurse. So onsa a year the muscle na ewo ho no it gets bruised inside. Say you don't suddenly crash, it will swell. So onam na sa wonsakro between a year. The muscle inside, it will be bruised. It will have some kind of pressure on it. It is sa wonsane, you know, the muscle around baby or joint in one, it will have a muscle bruise. It is a side wonsane crash. It is not going to just be like that. It is going to have some kind of idea, and yet things be who say something actually happened. Now again, no, ninsana ye no, or no neka say a force, a impact, and a man in sunny ye. And yes, be a odaso and a you. I'll bet you say it's a mild release. Sibiana girl neka no, she was attacked, assaulted, and a man sad in sunny ye. So a impact and a yin in sano. meaning if there was an impact, meaning there was contact. Enti girl no free hospital ho or CO and they say betuma ba say girl no free hospital ho echo fie and na ne maame nkrani ne maame ne ye den etwetwe ne nsa no enti na ma ne nsa na eyiye ene ne nsa na emuobu no ni nyina echo into investigators ne hu. This is a professional nurse. And remember, before I play her videos, Osaka Sambi Asembi, or say, if the nurse had done a scan immediately after the rage incident, we would know if she suffered dislocation or not. Or say, Sanka nurse no, I didn't see na nanka ucha scan na, anka yebe say na betri no eyi anase enyi. Into what she is trying to tell us and say, nurse name just scan. That means she is now discrediting the specialist who took care of the nurse the day the incident happened. Her fellow colleague. She is now trying to throw her fellow colleague, who is a specialist. Our hospital wana girl no enya treatment onya your medical record no. She is now saying say the specialist who handled the situation or my girl no that treatment before she went home no. This PRO is trying to tell us that specialist is a quack specialist, and that she is trying to tell us the colleague now here nurse no na onime juma oye. Because there's a report that day no a specialist actually monitored the lady before she was sent home. And if the lady's shoulder had come off, I don't think a specialist will not notice somebody whose shoulder had come off. Because when your shoulder comes off or the socket or your shoulder is released, you cannot walk. Until for her to even say the specialist saying trying to scan, she is trying to throw her colleague at the hospital no under the bus, trying to tell us say specialist onim ne juma with Gyimi. Now let's go listen to this lady. Now you bought the tapes ankasa and listen to the argument she was making.
To them because this was an incident report. Okay. This was an eyewitness report. So I'm not supposed to say that was what it was. Right. Absolutely. So whatever they said, I gathered it. I realized that right from the triage, they even managed. They managed. When you look at the video very well, immediately he entered, there were two people, one in black, one gentleman trying to use the monitor on somebody. He went straight to the one in black. It was a pregnant woman. He went to slap the face. The HB we checked on Monday was 10. So assuming...
Who went to slap the face?
Just check the video.
Which video? Because the video that we have, we don't see any slap.
Thank you very much.
So you have seen a video?
Yes. So
where there's a slap?
Because there are two cameras straight at the triage. So we don't listen to everything for evidential purposes and for purposes of being very unbiased. We use what will educate us. Did the triage nurse do this? So, for example,
okay. So, Sarah, no, let's understand this, right, Joshua?
Yes.
You have a video.
Yes.
Where there was a slap.
Yes.
By the same.
Yes.
Ralph.
Yes.
Where have you seen that video? Because I haven't seen that video.
And the committee
did you represent that video too?
I was not called into the committee.
But
the media has not gotten to me. Nobody has asked me for a video.
Do you have the video?
I can show
Can I have it?
Yes, once I leave the set, I'll show it. I'll give it to the producer.
Can I get the
No. For these purposes, I would give it to your producer,
No.
because I would not be ambushed on this show. Because at this moment,
I'm ambushing you. I'm trying to help.
No, what I'm trying to say is that we have had media. That's why this one I told Sewa that Sewa, for purposes of the respect you have accorded the Rage Hospital emergency for the past 5 years, I'm coming. Okay. Otherwise, I'm not the one to talk about Rage Hospital. I'm not Rage Hospital. But for that purposes, I called my head of nursing last night to tell medical director, to tell CA. So I have done the needful. Okay. I am coming to talk here because this station has been very respectful to the ED.
Araba, you mean?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Where she came to set her cameras and saw what we were doing. She has gone through. So Araba is me and Dr. Watson's friend.
Okay, thank you very much. Shout out to
So
Araba.
for that reason, I will give that video to your producer.
Thank you very much. We are grateful.
Yes, please. So once somebody enters the triage.
So let's go back to, so there's a video where Ralph slapped.
Yes, a pregnant
So
woman. she was on duty. She was SNO. SNO is a senior nursing officer. Okay. Do you know how long you take to be an SNO? She's a boss on her own.
Okay.
Okay, so now she's an SNO. She's on duty with her colleagues, SSN. SSN is a senior staff nurse. Okay, and this gentleman is called Ransford. I'm sorry, I have to mention your name on TV because you were the people that saw him first. And now he comes in. Chantel is attending to a patient with burns. And then you go to her. You think she doesn't have a husband and a family.
So we get it. So he slapped her.
Yes, he
and
went.
Then from there, what did
and
he
people,
do?
So in the video, somebody pulls him away.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you all that.
Okay.
So it is on that account that I know I have a case. Okay. That's why I don't talk plenty.
Right.
Please
but
understand.
This pregnant woman is different from the rotation nurse.
Yes.
So at what point did the assault on the rotation nurse happen?
Thank you very much. This is a very good question. So once Ransford sees to them because this was an incident report.
Okay.
This was an eyewitness.
Now, Munyina Amati, thank you, team. This is the slap now, Oka say. Ralph Ebo, a pregnant nurse assume. Because we have the two angles. Yene and the second angle now last but the chair mono. And this is the second angle I showed you. We now Oka say Ralph Ebo nurse near onyemasum. This is the video she's talking about. So, Diana Mamene Kenyana say, and she made some very interesting comment. Time and OGH1. Or say, Ralph Ebo or Pim for Ness Nibia soon. And that they have a video. And that video, no, she was not called by the investigative committee to produce it. The question I'm asking is, does the video belong to the hospital or the video belongs to her? The said video she's talking about. Because from the way she's speaking, it looks like she's the only person who has that video. And if she's not the only person who has that video, then it's upon the hospital management to release this unique video that we have all not seen so that we can show to Ghana. Because the way she was talking, she said, the video, no. So the question we are asking this lady is, video, no, a personal video, and I say, it's a video that belongs to the hospital that we all can get access to. Because if we all can get access to, then the minister will have to write to the management to produce that video. Because she was speaking as the PRO of Ridge Hospital. This is a nurse. On some above video, no, one angle at you. Now let me play another angle. Because this is the same video she is referring to and making us look like, say, Yehu video, no. Now, my boy, any angle, the show. This is the angle that was released. Sorry, this is our angle. This is the angle we released. Any. Now, this is the angle that we released. And I'm about angle now, Ridge Hospital release here. No? If we want to ask the lady, which of the videos is she talking about? And I know a lot of people are like, Kevin, why are you not being so hard on lady? I'm not being so hard on lady because the lady has surprised me. I'm worried because when you get nurses, senior nurses, sit on national television to lie. This woman has gone through the mill. When a woman like this, Ojina TV so, a chatro say, how can you hand over your pregnant wife to such a woman? And this will be called hospital say, na odo we yire a man say onion operation. Na oye bibi na eko wrong. Na o yire ne be catch say, bibi say to my hospital, do you think Sama Amiwi or bekano krekra to save your wife or your child? That is why I am hurt. I'm not supposed to be hard on her. I am pained because this is how low we have brought our profession, a nursing profession. This is where we have gotten to. Because there are hundreds of such people. And with all due respect, you're good nurses in Ghana. But when you get nurses, senior nurses, swear on their life on national television, somebody's wife, she sits in church, she's praying, she's a role model to somebody, but then she comes on national television and lies like this. This is a nurse that without asking a question. Every single person should be worried. I am hurt, I am worried. Because what is making her decide, say, all her experience and the kind of people she knows and the credibility she says she has built, why would she get to this point to sit on national television to lie? Now let's listen to this woman in another interview.
Of course, every other thing they have stated is really right. Okay. Because on the night of the incidents, when the girl felt that she had a dislocation, she went home to sleep and came to work the next morning. What if when she got home, her mother started pulling her hand, rubbing things, and in crime reports, they have spot the whole incident. So by the grace of God, dislocation, you didn't say it's fracture. Dislocation is that it has moved from the socket.
The joint. Yeah.
What if he went to, he's also a gun girl. You know the guns know things on the floor. So what if he went to his knee mename and they pull it and then it's now back to the socket? So there's
Madam
evidence has been evidence.
Madam Dankwa.
If she says that, if the next day, if the doctor who saw said there was no dislocation, yes, it could be because the lady did not stay in the hospital 24 hours, barricaded by BNI, so she could have tampered with evidence.
But that
now she goes on Star FM. This woman is a professional nurse. I feel small can say say investigators no, so me who say girl no, ne betri ni ye dia, and you betima ba say night na girl ni free hospital. Remember, there was a medical report that a specialist took care of this lady. How can a woman who works in a hospital or free hospital or akofia kwaji treatment? This is a nurse who has everything at her disposal in a hospital to get all the necessary help. Nurse in a free hospital hono wanji any medical help. But in the report, she received that help. But on an argument to say, what if this is a medical practitioner? What if oko fie no ena ne ma me ko to train nsan ma no every nsan yiye no ebia ono kra enkran ni munim nkranfo de ebia ne ma me mo e de hye ma no nti ebia oba the next day no specialist na o hwe ne ehu se bibia ye no ho nti won sayi ne na o china de ba hospital a o dwen say medical professional na sa won san kra betime peja. And this is a nurse. For crying out loud. This is a nurse. Obi yire ebewu a ye say kwedi cesarean, ye kwedi endien. This is a person who handles life. And that is where my problem is the fear. This woman at the end of the day, me mama betuma question in sim, me nua ba betuma question in sim, wo yire betuma question in sim. And if a nurse cannot speak truth, as a nurse is speculative. She is being speculative in every single thing that she's saying. What if? What if? And oko fie no. Na men say you were ha. Na me ko fie kura. Na me mama de sha. You want to tell me when I come work the next day that hand is going to be effective like the other one? And she goes around her okacho be a senior nurse. Nkofo bume. Your friend me madam. Me the PRO of a regional hospital. You betam oba diashen in sim say yes so antiness. You are our hope. This is where it gets dangerous. Where you Christoni or ma. And she wouldn't want a nurse to lie about neba. So mama we the neba question nurse in binsa or expect to say the nurse will be 100% truthful. And it is part of the job. When I was watching it this morning, I was hurt because there's some nurses who are looking up to this woman. Some people even went into this nursing profession because of this woman. Mami wait dear. Now look at what you are doing. Why? Is this into somebody from outside? A foreign nurse is watching you. They'll be asking, are you a professional nurse? That you can tell us that somebody had a dislocation and went home and a nurse left the hospital without getting that thing resolved. The nurse had to hold her hand this way with a dislocated shoulder, hold it like this in her palm with something tied to her neck, took it home to her mom who is ignorant about taking care of patients, for her mom to put it back, for her to come back to hospital tomorrow to feel okay. And please. This is dangerous, guys. This is terrible. Yeah. And when I was saying, Mausro, said nurse ni bi, men can say all nurses. Nurse ni be to me chatro ato yere so. O yiri wu, and so se bibia nye no. This woman can look in the eye of a patient and know, say, asawa, and I say, a pasoshe patient ye, mamu beka say, no, there is nothing. Papa bibia no yiri yem fano ko. And this woman will convince you to believe, say, Obana OTM se bibi no, there's nothing wrong. See the way she's defending something you cannot defend. See the brain behind this. What will motivate or make this woman sit on national radio to embarrass nurses this way?
And that's what I'm saying, that when an incident happened, go and ask the people that did the incident report.
Okay, so what happened?
So
why was she in an
Matthew, one of the male nurses, who was on duty that day, saw her without the arm's length on Monday morning.
Yeah.
And she said, Chocho, and he's a fancy guy. Chocho, if I didn't fashion sling now on your I'm trying to mimic
essentially
what she said.
Just put your arm in the arm sling to
and the lady was like, I'm fine. And then Matthew was like, raise your hands and let me see. Do you understand emergency terms? Raise your hands and let me see. And the girl said, I said, hey, put it inside the sling. Let us go and see the orthopedic people. Let them clear you before you start saying you are fine. So Chocho didn't know even when she went to the police station. I don't even think she wrote the first time Auntie Beta told her to go. I don't think she even wrote that in there.
Dislocation.
So it was Matthew, the male nurse, who insisted that she don't tamper with this hand.
Okay. And that was the same day that the interview came on.
That is when I did the incident report.
Okay.
So remember that the incident happened on 17th.
Okay.
And I did the incident report on 18th.
The day after.
Yes.
Did she tell you she had a dislocation?
12 hours after the incident, I was in there doing my report.
Did she tell you that she had a dislocation?
So she told me that she Auntie Sarah, I feel I have a dislocation, but I don't know. Now I'm confused. Okay. And now let me give you eyewitness statements.
Okay.
Auntie Sarah, me sano crying ya me yase. Me 800 cedis na me phone na irano. Into the end can no wasem. That is why I silenced there. That your health first. And there were people in the room who will confirm that I silenced her to start talking about her health. That girl did not even was concerned about anything about that happened to her body.
Arab, I'll give you a moment. One.
So the dislocated arm healed in 24 hours. Girl Ninsana or see or catch it or see. I feel like I have a dislocated arm, but Madam Sarah, what do you miss? Can't me phone na ira no krani hear me. From Madam Sarah account or the Mayano, when the incident even happened, she wasn't there. She came back the next day to do an incident report. Meaning, the day the incident happened, why na ye na Juma say also a report the night before they close a year office. From what she is telling us, the day the incident happened, somebody did not do their job. So she had to come from home to come and write the report of what happened when she wasn't there. And she was telling us the aftermath of what happened. And that, girl no say, I feel like I have a dislocated shoulder. But I don't cry me yasa me phone na yirano me 800 Ghana na yirano. And to girl no that night no okofie without her money and her phone. And she went home with a dislocated shoulder. Nobody took care of her, but there was a report the investigators read to come to that conclusion that when she was leaving the hospital, a specialist had taken care of her. Let me say, the specialist did not see the dislocated shoulder. Into the sana yi arajono, okute muano di kodru fie. Ena ne maame mo ede share. The next day, girl ne ba no, the dislocated shoulder had healed. Jesus Christ. You see, there are good nurses in Ghana, and there are terrible liars calling themselves in Ghana. Nurses in Ghana. And this woman, this lady, she's an embodiment of lies. This woman is a liar. I am ashamed. I am very much ashamed that you call this woman a nurse in Ghana. She's a nurse. I am ashamed. I feel pity for Ghana phobia. And there are the likes in the system. They deliberately lie. A nurse. You want to tell me that all these things happen the next 24 hours, the dislocated shoulder disappeared. No pain, nothing. You came from home to come and write an incident report. And after you wrote the incident report and the investigative team came, you could not avail yourself to give them the evidence you have. You have the authority to write incident report where you were not there, and you did not have the power to give that report and the evidence you have to the investigative committee. So what is your end game? The end game, ni say, they want to embarrass the minister. Sa condition of service na no mubusa na aban ni omotena aseka chom se mo pese mubu nurse fo no. There are some of them are nyansenim no eno na ye omo ya. And most importantly, they know said the minister is not a health professional. Omo nim say minister no onye doctor. And they don't want to agree. They don't want to admit that somebody who is not a doctor is the head of their sector. They have cooked this allegation and jandam just to embarrass the minister. That is all. All that you are hearing from this woman, that is the end game. A planned. Let me tell you, they want Tinkran to be the next president of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwifery Association. When you hear this woman talk on radio and TV, defending nurses, trying to tell yourself people are attacking nurses spiritually, and the Ghana Registered Nurses, this woman is a political nurse. I am not in that I will not bring myself that low to say anything negative about her. I want Ghana for to know, say, Mahami way, say, I want to likes our Ghana Health Service, we are done. This woman is a bloody liar. or your trufo obetu de nano eku yere. I'm telling you. Obetu de nano eku yere wo hospital. Obetu di atro ato oyere so ema oyere a onyem obewu ompem. We so a Christoni. We say otete young nurses. This is a woman wama the nursing job no. We need to sit up and relook at it because there are a lot of incidents happening with hospitals. I swear to God, some of the nurses deliberately, some of them, and but if you have such a liar, you a truthful say in our sector, health sector, then we are done. Because a patient who is in pain will not take their mother's word. A patient who is in pain will not take the husband's word. A patient in pain will take a doctor or a nurse's word. And you have a nurse like this who can deliberately lie or chatro. All because in her head, the minister and your doctor, or new profession, are the minister of health. In her head, the Ghana Nursing and Ghana Registered Nurses Association, Tinkrani and Adamfo, into Obegu a ye minister in the all that this woman is doing is basically trying to redirect and the sacker. We need to sack Tinkrani from the Ghana Nurses or whatever association. She knows it. I am shocked. Atro. This woman is despicable. At time. These things you people need to stop. Mukunipa, modemano ni atro. You are killing people. Emotionally and physically. You people are killing young people. Old people. Ultimate nurse and your trofo. You are dangerous to the society. Besides, it's even enough. It's fine. Dislocated arm, dislocated shoulder. It takes 3 to 6 weeks to heal. Let me show you. Yakasa obinsa ehaya. CSR sha. It takes about 3 to 6 weeks to heal completely before you can even turn it 360. Dislocated shoulder, arm. So on say here, medically, it takes 3 to 6 weeks. And Sana, you can say you are fully healed. You are sitting on TV as a health professional, a mother, to tell Ghana for say a dislocated shoulder within 24 hours, that thing has disappeared. And here now call nursing school. How did you even get this far? Dislocated shoulder. Short answer, general timeline. For a standard uncomplicated dislocation without broken bones or major ligament tears, the general timeline is initial recovery. That is, if you are immobilized, 3 to 6 weeks in a sling or then what you call splint. So the share adium or betri a year. Now the share dukum ana I don't make it easy. A sling. Adium now I said dukum on satumuno. 3 to 6 weeks and son I then pain ako. You want to tell me a nurse got dislocated shoulder in 24 hours? Are you a nurse? Now, when you go further, it says this: full recovery, return to normal activities, 2 to 4 months of physical therapy to regain full strength and range of motion. For you to move it fully, swing up and down, it takes almost what we call 4 months. So a bit. This is when you don't have any broken bone. When the joint comes off. How? This is a nurse. Or tia sorry demo bompaye. Or TV su diatro. All because we want to embarrass the minister. Because condition of service to be abandoned to my nina. What say bimu nya papa. Inti apesi gune ni masi. Adanya on your doctor. Yeped na pokwasi ampenyino. On my health minister. na nkwasiafo mebubu hospital tungu. These are the kinds of people we have. This woman is a professional liar. She's not a nurse. Now, when you move forward, complete healing, tissues fully strengthened. It takes 6 months to a year to fully say, my betrino, afedie. Problem no a almost a year. In 24 hours, a senior nurse like you comes on national television to tell us, say, you saw a nurse with a dislocated shoulder. In less than 12 hours, the shoulder is back fit. Are you crazy? However, the most common dislocation, that's the shoulder, has a very high risk of re-dislocation, especially in younger, active people, which can complicate this timeline. Into a young crampona, Ayana, you are even basically prone. You are likely to get another dislocation. So you're younger. Unya dislocation of the shoulder, that's a healia. You are likely to get it because of how active some of the young people are. So you cannot tell me as a professional nurse, Ejina TV so shekambu. Ako shekambu anopatutu to abejina TV so. Ashe wana ijari ni. Abejina TV so. Wana ijari, whose kitchen is this? Washe, whose kitchen is this? Abejina TV so. A diatro. A beautiful woman like you. A mother, a wife, somebody who should be trusted, and you call yourself a Christian. So you are lying, all because you hate somebody. So you are just lying. Why? What is it? Dear.
To them because this was an incident report. Okay. This was an eyewitness report. So I'm not supposed to say that was what it was.
Right. Absolutely.
So whatever they said, I gathered it. I realized that right from the triage, they even managed. They managed. When you look at the video very well, immediately he entered, there were two people, one in black, one gentleman trying to use the monitor on somebody. He went straight to the one in black. It was a pregnant woman. He went to slap the face. The HB we checked on Monday was 10. So assuming...
Who went to slap the face?
Just check the video.
Which video? Because the video that we have, we don't see any slap.
Thank you very much.
So you have seen a video?
Yes. So
there's a slap?
Because there are two cameras straight at the triage. So we don't listen to everything for evidential purposes. And for purposes of being very unbiased, we use what will educate us. Did the triage nurse do this? So, for example...
Okay, so Sarah, no, let's understand this, right, Joshua?
Yes.
You have a video
where
there was a slap
by
the same Ralph.
Yes.
Where have you seen that video? Because I haven't seen that video.
And
the committee did you represent that video to them?
I was not called into the committee.
But
the media has not gotten to me. Nobody has asked me for a video.
Do you have the video?
I can show
Can I have it?
Yes, once I leave the set, I'll show it. I'll give it to the producer.
Can I get the
No. For these purposes, I would give it to your producer,
No.
because I would not be ambushed on this show. Because at this moment,
I'm ambushing you. I'm trying to help.
No, what I'm trying to say is that we have had media. That's why this morning I told Sewa that Sewa, for purposes of the respect you have accorded the Rich Hospital emergency for the past 5 years, I'm coming. Okay. Otherwise, I'm not the one to talk about Rich Hospital. I'm not Rich Hospital. But for that purposes, I called my head of nursing last night to tell medical director, to tell C. So I have done the need.
This is just despicable. It's too embarrassing. You are not Ridge Hospital. You are not to talk for Ridge Hospital. Then that PRO you are doing job, what is it about? See the way you are panting. And you go for a walk. You didn't go for a walk. You are standing on national television panting. All because you are lying for somebody. So I was on TV so okasa wakome tea oboti. You were supposed to go for a walk. Check your steps. Wash a kambu abegina TV so anopatu. See the way you are panting. Uchatreu. Na nurse ni we or hospital. Na sebio ye wia oba. Do you think this nurse will tell you the truth? So when you are hospital na ye wia oba. Wako wo. Na ye wia ne ba. O you say mahami we. she will come and tell you the hospital made a mistake. She is never going to do it. She still believes in her lies. Mami penye to be sorry no pasha kambu ko jina TV so. Ebo what ko jina TV so. Etwatro. This is not good. At time send the to TV so. Wa sorry for show. Colleagues, younger colleagues show omo chechi wo fie. Ochombe hu no omo srew. You are going to have this strong face, but it's disgusting. You make the whole nursing thing look so bad. You see, Atro, there are so many nurses who are doing politics in Ghana, especially those at the higher level. They don't like the minister because Omusharo Budin Koma minister no so on your doctor. And then doctor bit my nurse for you my and I'll bet on my health sector na ye. And that is what is in their head. Now I can't know free him on the doctor, dear medical background no war. And yan the teacher mind. What medical background no? Utumi catcher say dislocation of the shoulder no it me disappear in 12 hours, then you have a problem. We need to check your certification. We need to look into how you got to where you are. And I'm telling the young nurses, if these are the kind of people you people are following and listening to, your career is dead. These are dangerous people in our health sector. And this one is just one. There are thousands of them out there. We have good nurses who are genuinely working for Ghana. But we have to be careful about these odeshis. Because sa odeshi for we no otwatro dije nkwa. Obetumi dia trust sa enkwa. Or a dangerous nurse. I have nothing against her personally. I have nothing against Ejuma Oye. But I want her to understand that she is a disgrace. She should bow her head in a closet, a water closet, a toilet closet, and flush it. Fauti esha water closet in the flush. You have disgraced yourself. You have disgraced your religion. You have disgraced your home. You have disgraced people who look up to you. You are an embodiment of disgrace. It is a pity people like you are seen as senior nurses in Ghana. It is a pity. Guys, Ochina Air Friday. When it's Friday, it's Mixed Bag Friday. I'm disappointed, and I know you're also disappointed. Let's watch some of these people. They are great, beautiful nurses, honest, patriotic nurses in Ghana, but they are more dangerous nurses like Sandra in the system. Let's be very watchful. Your core hospitals are. Let's weigh the kind of nurses we deal with. Mami way, or you better mark or onim onim. These are dangerous times. These are dangerous times. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers. God bless you. Have a wonderful night. Digim Abwache. Good night.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No answer my Abwache. You will for Belgium Pan. It will be a Belgium Pan. It will do a Belgium Pan. Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Super, why round what? It will for Belgium Pan. It will be a Belgium Pan. It will do a Belgium Pan. It will do a Belgium Pan. Why you're here? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? I want it. Original. I will move for Belgium Pan. I want to be Belgium Pan. Belgium pan, and what two are Belgium pan, Belgium pan, Belgium pan. Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Super, why round what? They will for Belgium pan, Belgium pan, Belgium pan. And why be Belgium pan, Belgium pan, Belgium pan. And what two are Belgium pan, Belgium pan, Belgium pan. And what be Belgium pan, Belgium pan, Belgium pan. Why you're yet? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what?